What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Triple P&J. Y'all already know what it is. We got a big crew tonight. We're going to bring it in for some great topics and some great conversation. We got the whole crew back in tonight. It's going to be a great show. We do also have some guests. John's been on the show before. And we got...
Dasijah.
We went to school together.
Dasijah's been on the show before too.
Yeah.
And then we got her husband Dante on the show.
So they don't know our names, babe. Started over.
I was about to say Dante, but Dante is on the show too. So welcome to your first episode of Triple P&J.
I wasn't the only one. I was one.
Right, I done fucked up too.
When they hand clap. But other than that, thank you for everybody that's so far watching. And shout out to all our subscribers. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell whenever we drop new content. And also shout out to all of our audio listeners out there. Appreciate y'all as well. So tune in.
So John, since you pretty much gathered us all together, you was the one that came in town. You're the out-of-towner besides Willis. Willis, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you.
We haven't seen you since the reunion
episode, yeah.
So, I'm sorry, before we get into the topics, what have you been up to in life?
Working my narrow ass off.
Okay, narrow.
That's all there is to it, because, yeah, gotta love our jobs, so...
I wish I had a dream.
And congratulations to Dasijah. As y'all can see, she's expecting.
Congrats to you.
I'll take a drink to that one.
Speaking of that, guys, since y'all are expecting right now, how many do y'all plan on having?
6.
Okay. So you need 2 more. Or 2 more?
I want 2 more.
At the same time, or you want them separately?
Twins. However it comes.
Twins.
I'm shooting for triplets. Come on now.
However it comes.
You must go babysit. I don't know.
I'm on your team.
Thank you.
We're done.
Thank you. We done. We got enough. We almost got a teenager. We got a baby. Like, is you cool?
Time to cut the cord, man.
It's time to...
I said the same thing. I was like, I said, it's an outpatient surgery.
You can have more. As long as you can provide for him, you can have as many as you want.
But he want to provide till we broke at this point.
As much as he worked, y'all won't be broke.
And
then like we were giving you the tips out there in the living room. We said have
Curtis
the baby.
don't got no kids.
I actually do. They're in the laundry room.
In the cage.
Okay.
But have them pass out the hair. Have them wash the hair. Have them in there working.
They don't want to do that.
As they grow older, they might want to.
Okay.
Okay, John.
So, yeah, sorry, John. Go ahead.
All right, so I wanted to bring up, these certain topics about business because I've been a big fan of y'all for a while. And I've always wanted to ask y'all first, what keeps y'all going to keep this business
He needs to
steady?
answer that. That's a him question.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just playing. So, where'd you drop already? Alright. Okay. So, what keeps the podcast going? So, it's always been a lifelong dream of mine to be in front of the camera, whether it's acting, because I do that too, y'all already know. I do the acting, and then just being an entertainer. So when we came up with the idea for the podcast, I really took it to heart, and I was just like, we're just gonna see where it goes. We want the platform to get bigger. And shout out to everybody that subscribed on YouTube. We finally reached 1,000 viewers like a month ago, or subscribers a month ago.
Almost at 1,100.
We're almost at 1,100 now. The watch time is up. We're almost partnered with YouTube finally. The channel has like over 100,000 total views, so we're doing good. So I just feel like the longevity of it, and then doing it we're offering, so doing it with my friends and just keeping it going, and actually wanting to see the podcast excel.
Oh God!
Yeah.
I almost cried.
We came a long way from
We in
the whole room.
I was watching some of the old, like the first episodes.
It's so cringy to watch.
It really is.
I got like the little cakes on the table.
To this day, the best thing ever was like Daniel holding the card. Oh, well, this is interesting. Knowing damn good and well. He went over all this stuff. Oh, this is real interesting.
Right, he's trying to act.
Right. Put it on for the camera. And that's back when we was talking about topics like, what was your favorite animal?
Oh,
Like,
my
some
God.
bullshit.
But look where it lead,
That
led up
part.
to now. That's just like, Deja. What made you want to keep,
You want me to be honest?
yeah, be completely honest.
Should I say it?
Be one.
You
I was
say it.
A100.
Okay, I kept I love braiding, but I'm not a people's person that much. So it got
What?
hard. You think I'm a people person?
I thought so.
Curtis.
It's a
Flabbergasted.
It's a challenge, right?
Curtis, you thought I was a people person?
Absolutely.
He lied like a
He lying! Okay, I thought I was tripping.
It's that little inflection at the end. Absolutely.
No, but that
Wow.
money is good. Like if you do right, that money good.
I felt that.
That money
Good.
good.
But it takes a lot in order to get to that kind of money, right?
Yeah.
And it can be very stressful, just like,
It is stressful. It's very stressful. Being that I'm not a people's person, it's very stressful. You have somebody in you gotta conversate with the people. You got somebody in your chair for like 4 hours, at least 3 to 4 hours. Y'all gonna watch TV the whole time. Like if I go get my hair done and we ain't sitting talking about nothing, the vibe is not right. I'm not coming to you no more.
You trying to set me up.
Somebody about to come here. What's the tea? Like
So,
yeah.
with you not being a people's person,
Here
is it hard for you to start those conversations?
Not really. I start by asking them like regular questions. I have a lot of military clients, so I ask them like where they come from, how did they get down here, are they married, do they got kids, and we start off like that, and they gonna keep running,
Yeah,
The conversation
military
just keep
folks
going
love
on
to
and
talk.
on. Everybody love to talk at this point. They
Yeah.
can just be, yeah. But I done got to where I like the conversations. I like getting to know like other people outside of Louisiana, outside of like people that I normally would be
from all
around.
parts of the world.
Everywhere.
Mhm.
People from Korea, people from everywhere.
Okay,
That's crazy.
I fuck with that.
What's one of the most interesting customers that you had, if you don't mind sharing that?
No names, of course. Yeah.
What you mean, like where they was from?
Yeah, like something that you that just stood out, like that was either like a good interaction or
Backstory
Yeah.
or something like that.
I don't know. Once they leave, like
kind of just move
I
on.
get that.
it's just like, oh, we had that
Yeah.
conversation, but I don't be,
Once we're done, everything we talked about is out
It go out the window.
I don't
I ain't
give a
even
damn
trying to
no more.
remember it.
Because they come back and be like, you remember me?
Nope.
No.
And I see a lot of people that do that. They be like, hey, Daisha. And we be in Walmart. I be like, hey, girl. Then I look at Dante like, who is that? He be like, that's the girl that came to the house. And I'm like, oh, weird. Okay.
Right. What
Hey,
did you
girl. Yeah.
How much was it a hassle for y'all to try to get somebody to understand what y'all do that didn't understand it at all?
The podcast?
Just,
I don't think we really had that. Most people are just universal.
Like, it's a podcast.
Yeah,
They
it's a
play
podcast.
Oh my God, they just really want to know like what we talk about, like what.
That.
What-
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say the hardest question to answer would have been, what's your target audience and what's your podcast about? First of all, we don't have a target audience because everybody watches it. Look at the stats on YouTube.
Don't play with Curtis.
They target us.
Thank you guys. But the second part about it was like, what is the podcast about? And when we started the podcast, we said that we were going to talk about everything. So, of course, some things are off limit because we don't like to rock the boat too much and get canceled before we even get there. But
It's out there.
trying to rock
He the one.
yeah, but yeah, that was the hardest part, just answering those questions, and then those people who don't watch the show consistently that ask, what's the meaning of the name and all of that.
Shady.
Oh,
Like we didn't
Because
explain
you know
like
how
5
annoying it can
episodes.
get. Like it can get very frustrated, especially like if you got people that you actually care about and you're trying to get them to understand, and they just see this, but they don't really see
That ain't the person for you.
all this. Not just relationship, but it can be one of your homies.
That ain't your friend.
Yeah, they just like, oh, they can do this so easy, but don't realize what it takes, what it really takes to get there. Like what she does, she can do that easily. But other people might think, man, I can do that.
Until you
And
try.
they do.
Hey,
Everybody want to braid hair.
And they braid for a month or two, and they feel like, oh, I get in my first little altercation with somebody, I'm just about to stop braiding. Like, but when you do a business like that, sometimes you have to like humble yourself and be like, they right. I'm just about to fix it. I'm just about to get over this because this is a business.
Mm-hmm.
And if I argue with you and fight with you, then here we go. It's going on and on. Now you posting me online.
Right, you gonna
Now
talk about my
Right.
business.
You talking about my business to other people, and a
Fucking
business
my
like
income.
mine is a word of mouth.
I
Like,
respect that so
you
much.
know?
I respect that so much, and that's one thing people need to learn is to be humble. Because
Yeah.
they go out there and then they get, you know, you get a little dollars in your pocket, you get your head blown up, and then when somebody come in and, you know, maybe you do mess up and you just can't see it from their perspective, and now you caught an attitude, and then you like, it's whatever. I got other people out there, and then
like no.
yeah, now you looking down bad because
And that's your name.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
This is what pays the bill.
Right.
Literally, you want that money, don't you?
Exactly.
You want that money, you better get right.
Yeah.
You better get right. I
If
don't
your
play.
face ain't good out here, nobody's coming.
And it's like a word. It's Leesville. We live in Leesville, y'all. Like, you one bad customer could turn into like you have a one bad interaction with somebody. This can turn into a whole bunch of people not even giving you a chance because of what one person said to you.
They
know,
get
like,
on
it be the
Facebook
groups.
and be trying to
And them
expose
groups, yeah.
stuff, and then you got the whole damn Leesville commenting on everything
Yes.
about stuff they don't even know about. They just really there for the drama aspect of everything.
Okay.
then it be some irrelevant stuff that they're trying to bring up. That ain't got nothing to do with the
She
situation.
had cats in her house.
Mm-hmm.
Cats at first. Like,
Right.
What the cats do?
You was
you the cat friend. You the cat friend.
Post a picture with the cat of her and the cat.
Yeah, like
Why you send me this?
like seriously, y'all. But I am very grateful for a lot of my clientele because they eat y'all. If they get online talking about me, my clients get on there and eat them up.
Ooh.
Don't play with that shit. That shit. I be like, come on,
that's
y'all.
good.
Don't play. I
That's how you know you do a really great
Right.
job.
Yeah.
And people love you for that. And
But-
I've been seeing that too.
But back to what Daniel just said, it is a lot of different people that come from a lot of different places and a lot of different cultures. So you might think that you did something right, and the way they normally get their hair done, it's not, you know, like that's not how they wanted their hair. So you have to, you know, accommodate to how people like certain stuff when you in a business like that. Like you said, you be trying not to stir the pot too much. Some people really get offended by the littlest stuff, so you gotta watch what you say. Some people is like us, we think shit funny, we just laugh it off, but some people really get offended. Like
Yeah.
so you just gotta watch what you say sometimes and really humble yourself. And that's hard for me.
Hard.
Ain't it, babe? Ain't it, babe? I be texting a long message, then I look at him and I be like, this bitch, da 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 da. And he be like, babe, just, I be like, I delete the whole thing. When you want to come back? Like,
Just watching the little letters disappear. I didn't know.
Yes.
Delete it one
Okay,
by
I'll
one.
fix it.
Yes, just, I'll see you tomorrow. Just come back tomorrow.
So John, I have a question for you. So what keeps you motivated with your photography and your filmography? That's how you say it? Filmography? Videography.
I say
What lying.
He said whatever.
What keeps you motivated and wanting to continue to live that dream?
Well, for one, I mean, this might sound very crazy, but I'm not as much as a people person as people think I am. I'm not.
Now, John lying.
Hold on.
John like, oh.
Let me finish.
I ain't
Let
know
me
John.
finish.
John like, what's up?
Let me finish.
Because he's about to tell this story for 10 minutes twice.
It's just the fact that I learned early that in order to run a business, you have to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't sit here. It's like you're promoting somewhere and I'm sitting here mean mugging all of y'all, but I want y'all to sit here and buy my stuff. But I'm just mean mugging, talking to y'all crazy.
Now, I ain't gonna lie.
I'll be in the bag.
Some people do got some good marketers, some good promoters.
Right.
You really could be like a secluded person, not a people's person. But depending on how you market yourself, you really can.
Right.
And you do it really well. I mean, like, outside of this group, I mean, you know, Kaila included, you were like one of the first people I met outside of this group whenever we started doing this. And like, you were like, just like, you were very welcoming, very like, oh my God, hey. And I'm like, I don't know you, but hi, we really like each other.
I had to learn, like, it took a while because back then I wouldn't know what to really say. But I was kind of just thrown into the wolves. Like, even when I was doing music, I want to say back in the 10th grade, first time I went out to New Mexico and recorded at the studio. Now, it wasn't a very pleasant studio, but they taught me a lot. And first time I went in there and I was recording, I'm thinking I'm doing what I normally do. They stopped it, opened the door, and I never got chewed out a day in my life like that. Just how you normally record? No, you better record like you a grown man. I don't want to really say what they said, but, you know, that was the first time ever, and afterwards they were just showing me, like, you know, you have to learn to be a professional. You can sit here and not know anybody. How you going to sell your records? You got to learn to talk to these people. You can't sit here and act like this hard or I'm not friendly type of person, because what if you made this one hit song and now you got this one kid that loves you? You going to be mean to that person? You have to learn how to sit here and be universal and open up to everybody. You know, you might not be as comfortable as doing that, but it's the fact that this is a part of the actual business. So you have to learn to, you know, open up to people. Like, my whole thing that keeps me motivated as well is, like, I love to travel. I love to see different things. I've been traveling by myself since I was 11. First time I went to Florida by myself. Now I got to the point where I've been to Vegas so many times. Vegas is like another city to me. But it keeps things going. Now it's to the point where I can fly to any other state or city just to go do a wedding or, you know, just shoot a music video. But in the meantime, me doing work, I get the sightseeing of seeing so many different things. So, and that's how I end up just learning, like, man, I want to keep doing this because I get the chance to explore new things and get to travel.
Okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Yeah. And that's how you network, man. I mean, I'm sure you definitely had a time probably where it's like you went up to a different place or you flew out somewhere, you was on a mission doing something, and you ended up probably turning out to get a whole nother type of job or a gig, or, you know, somebody else like, hey man, you know, and then it just branches out.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson about when it comes to marketing yourself too. A lot of times you don't want to do it because it's stressful. Mm-hmm. Promoting is very stressful, and if you can have people around you that don't understand that, but it's
messaging chat.
I had to literally, like, when we were first starting out, I had to, because I would get lazy. Like, I know the show comes out on Monday, so I know I'm about to promote the hell out of it Monday, but I'm tired of typing this shit. So I went to my notes, like on my phone or the iPad, and I had separate tabs. I have a shared note where I post all the links for every episode and all the passwords or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then I had another note tab. It was podcast description. Like, this is the description of the episode, so I'm just about to copy and paste this shit. And then I had another one that was like episode release or episode promo or whatever. So then I would copy and paste that shit, maybe put some emojis or change some of the wording. But yeah, I mean, if you don't promote yourself, how do you expect everybody else to promote you if they don't know about it?
It's the same way. I talked about this at another podcast before, and I was saying that it's just like how McDonald's is. What's the number one thing y'all know at McDonald's?
Fries.
I was gonna say the fries.
How do y'all think they promote a Big Mac?
Do McDonald's still got commercials? Okay.
Especially when that McRib come back, boy.
Oh my
God.
God.
The McRib is back.
They ain't even good.
But it's the fact that even back then, they was promoting that Big Mac every single day. I'm pretty sure there's been a day that they did not want to sit there and promote. Like, I don't feel like promoting this. But they got to. Because you got to keep it running. There's been days that I've been feeling like that. But if not, your whole business is going to start decreasing. And you have to keep it going. It's so crazy. And a lot of people don't even know this. It's so crazy in Atlanta where I stay at now because I have a media source where I promote different artists, celebrities, producers, whoever runs a business. I've, been sharing on my story. But I am on this other side of a business with what they call FGC, which is the fighting game community. And I'm running a leader for Mortal Kombat in Atlanta, which the only offline there, as wearing one of the team's shirt.
Shout out to Swampland.
Yeah.
Let the camera see it.
As you can see, shout out to Terrence Brown because he's the reason why I'm a part of this as well.
Yeah.
So
shout out to T Brown, man.
it's crazy because out there, I have 2 different names that they've never even met each other. Like when it comes to the music industry, everybody knows me as Jay Lee. But when it comes down to the gaming industry, it's Swamp Life Johnny. And it's like they've never met each other a day in their lives, but still the same person.
They just keep them separated.
Keep it completely separate because some people in the music industry don't understand that side and vice versa.
Yeah, that's just like me with my 3 personalities. Curtis, Cuttress, and Kurt. They
What was the second one?
That's when he be cussing people out
never
at work.
met him.
Oh, yeah, you have.
So you met him.
Oh, I didn't know who he was.
It came from a name
I
tag.
didn't know who
I
he
never
was
heard
either.
Curtis.
So one of
He be
the
like,
I'll be sitting at the table like this, ready to swing. But no, one of
Ghetto.
yeah, one of our old supervisors at the job had ordered me a name tag and fucked up my name and spelled it Cuttress instead of Curtis. And I used to wear it at work and it was like, my name's Cuttress, and that turned out to be the one that will cut up. Cuttress the cut up.
Everyone that I met, Kurt, Curtis, and Cuttress, they all cut up.
Kurt the worst.
They all.
That's the
Oh
one
my
that be in the
God.
professional setting though.
Which
You gotta
one?
do a real professional Cuttress. You gotta do it real professional.
Yeah,
He reads you in a professional way.
very much so.
Okay.
Very much so.
He gonna let you know about yourself in a professional way too.
At this point, I don't know who Curtis is. Curtis is just the
The
one
other
that
2
don't
first
talk.
cousins.
Curtis is the one who do the acting.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's the real professional
Real
one.
professional one.
The actor.
Kurt is the one that I met.
Me too.
I met Kurt at like 9. I don't know. I met Kurt one day, and then the next day he came back and said, "So I fought."
I did.
And I got the video.
I did. At school. I'll never forget that.
Like, Lisa, look.
So I just learned today that he has 3 different names.
And does.
And the egos match the names. Like,
They
it ain't
do.
just the name.
You know.
It's like,
So when will y'all know which is who?
You won't.
Yeah, oh no, you do.
Oh,
Well,
elaborate.
Elaborating, yes. Whenever we used to work together, it was, I was just like, wow, that's really crazy that, right? Anytime I heard, wow, that's really crazy, I'm like, shit, Cuttress is here today. Because the whole time I'm working over here on my little table, kind of ear hustling what's going on. I'm like, he's about to punch this bitch. He's about to punch this bitch.
No, but see,
never know.
well, there's an outside of work Cuttress
Right.
and at work Cuttress, because the outside of work Cuttress might hit you.
ain't no might.
But,
Okay, I'm
but
gonna say.
the other one,
He
the
finna talk
professional.
shit too.
And
I've seen Cuttress fight a whole crowd of
people.
want you to hit him.
He wants you to swing first.
Cuttress wants you to swing first.
You even
That's where the iconic
That is.
This is iconic. I gotta get you a statue with your hands like this, and then the name Kurt at the bottom.
Yeah, because I'd be at that table they just going off, and I'm
And
like, well,
shaking head.
I'm like, well, if you let me finish.
I was just about to tell you.
Okay.
If you would listen.
It's the wow. Okay, like
So sarcastic.
I forgot I brought Cutters out on you recently. I forgot.
Get out of my office.
And turned the light off.
I'm sitting there like this and walked out.
She pissed me off so bad. She pissed me off so
But I
bad.
knew I was making his ass mad. I kept repeating it.
Because whatever she was repeating, I was
She said nobody does work at work. That's all she said. Nobody does work at work anymore.
Well, it's a little backstory behind that, but she had said something along those lines, and I was being combative. I was like, "The fuck you mean?"
I'm ignoring the shit out of
And
it.
she just kept saying it, and at that point, I'm like, "I'm hungry, so maybe this attitude is just because I'm hungry." So I was like. She made me mad. I said, "Get out of my office," and I walked out the office and cut the light off.
I'm
And
still sitting
she's
there.
still sitting there in the dark.
Laughing just
In the dark.
He called me 20 minutes later talking about you got your mind right yet?
Oh my God.
She said, "You got your mind right."
Yeah, I never want to come back.
So I have a question for both of y'all.
No.
Mainly him.
him.
Thank you.
Oh, good. It's time
So-
for you to talk.
I've been talking.
When y'all really started dating, how did her business really, how did it really take effect to where you like, all right, I'm gonna have to,
Like dating, or like
Yeah.
we started talking.
yeah, because you see what she does, but like sooner or later, like, man, I'm gonna have
Dating.
to understand this so I could be able to support, not just support just cause.
Oh shit, I always been supportive. I always want you to get that money now. Go get that money. 'Cause that's less money I got.
You ain't getting none of that money. That money for me. That money is for me.
As
Thank
far as
you.
her business, like I try to help her as much as I can. I'll go in there and pull some hair for her every now and then.
That's real.
I used to try to be her little accountant, but she ain't like my prices.
You was charging?
You charging.
What?
Charging.
But
I
was
tried
it
to-
worth it?
I'm saying you.
He was trying to recommend.
6 hours.
I tried to
$600.
recommend $40 a day. He said that's what hoes get.
She trying to pay me $40 a day. $40 a day.
Is that not good?
You get paid more than that if you don't.
I work
You
so
know,
Hold on, what
$40
hours
a day.
is? I need to know what the hours are.
all day long.
All day long, from time you wake up
All
to
day
dark.
long.
For $40?
For $40.
This man pulling hair and sweeping the floor. How much money you want? And he wanted to calculate that, Daniel, because
Now,
we
look,
need to
I'm
know.
trying.
No,
So
calculate
So what
this.
time you clocked in?
7 a.m. 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
And we need to see the
What time you
sheet.
get off? 9 p.m.
Not.
Ooh.
Hold on.
But how
You get
often
lunch?
in those hours are you sweeping?
Are you pulling hair and sweeping?
So for 14 hours.
Every
Oh,
piece of hair
he's
you
doing
pull,
the calculation.
goes off
Yeah.
and drops
He got
somewhere.
$40.
Divided by 4.
14. He got $2.85.
That's enough.
That is a cheap
I'm telling you,
That's enough.
I did that.
Was that
I did
before or
shit
after
one
taxes?
time.
Oh.
She gave me $40 one
And that
time.
is why he keep getting you pregnant. Because you don't pay him enough.
Listen, if I gotta tell my worker, this rack need more hair on it. This flow needs to be swole. Why are you sitting in the corner on
He
your
needs a
phone?
promotion.
You
chilling.
You chilling at work.
Did you
I'm
write
not
him
even
up?
supposed to be working.
I fired his
I'm just
ass. I fired his
Fired him up.
ass.
You wasn't earning
Thank
your
you.
keep. You wasn't earning your keep.
He
That's
was.
why I wouldn't got me
I
a
mean,
real
that
job.
$2.87. I mean,
It was getting you somewhere.
It wouldn't get me nowhere.
And then he used to be like, you made $700 today. I already recorded. Is that how McDonald's work? Do they go in and count all the money and say they don't?
McDonald's made $1,500 today.
That's
This
how my
ain't
dad used
McDonald's
to do
and
me.
I ain't flipping fries.
So, what did you feel like you should have made?
Well, if she made $700, I wanted at least $250.
Shit.
Oh.
You got the
Every day?
wrong job.
Wait.
Every
So
day?
out of both of y'all,
Now, remind you, anytime Deja has given me money, I spend that same money she gives me on
me.
her.
Thank you.
So it's not like I'm pocketing this money
okay.
and going to buy me some shoes.
That's valid.
I'm
That's
getting the
valid.
money and then she's saying, babe, let's go get some Chipotle.
Okay, so
Babe, let's
technically
go.
you getting bamboozled. Because,
Yeah.
because my question was about
Just
to
giving
be,
the money back to
out
the
of both
owner.
of y'all, who's the biggest hustler?
Who's the biggest hustler? Him. This man don't miss a day of work.
There's
Me?
no work.
Shit. Now when it come to braiding, I I ain't trying to miss no Brayden, but let me work at when I worked at Bye Bye Baby, shit. I'm not coming to work today.
I actually don't feel good today.
I actually got here and said, fuck it.
We used to work at FedEx together.
Ooh,
We used to work at FedEx. Now we worked the overnight shift. Me and her, we both worked the overnight shift. Her mama would keep the kids. Why at 3 o'clock every day on break time, I come out to the car. She in the car already, sleep, laid back, chilling.
I used to
she
cry
hated
when we get in the parking lot.
She hated it.
Why do I
quit
work
the job
here?
every day. She quit the job every day. But they would let her come back every day.
I don't know why FedEx ain't no.
That's not a female job.
Pay
Yeah.
could just be heavy.
You
What
wanna
the
know how
fuck
I
am
know?
I doing here?
I got that shit for 2 days.
Now you're going through PTSD right now. Like,
That's crazy though.
They
Like
got you out here delivering
every day,
food.
they just like
Every
all right,
day.
Daisy, you can go ahead. All right,
They
you
wouldn't,
can
she wouldn't even tell them. She just leave.
I'll
Go outside.
leave. They give me that break.
And she ain't
I'm
coming back.
going in the car.
I used to go home.
Y'all, but I couldn't because he was still there.
How long was y'all break?
We rolled together and
How long was y'all break?
Was it 30 minutes or 15?
30?
minutes, yeah.
30.
And I'm not coming back.
Man,
First of all, y'all put me on this truck by myself.
First, they let you pick your shifts. You pick like go to work from 12 to 4 or from like 4 to 12 to 8.
But 30-minute break.
So it was like loaded in a truck.
Yes.
Oh, loading.
They
Loading,
wanna walk by and
unloading.
pass you water. Don't let me go the fuck home.
Give me a popsicle.
Yeah, they gave us pop.
popsicle.
Do I look like a kid?
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I am
I'm
not
like,
happy to
how
be
much older are we?
He come over there
I
on my
bet you.
side.
I bet you they want.
I used to look at him and
Was
be
it
like,
popsicles or was it those other?
It was them big old
electrolytes.
popsicles.
electrolytes, a Powerade, frozen.
Oh, okay.
That's what they
But
wanted.
this not gonna help me lift this bike up. It would have been the
Why
Let's go.
is everybody
Make sure you
ordering
ain't
dog
gonna be
food?
dehydrated.
Why is everybody ordering their dog
Them
food?
big ass chewy boxes.
Man,
It's literally a conveyor belt. You just pulling it off the belt.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is a
Just
man.
match it with
Like-
the numbers.
I used to get in
God.
the car every day and say, "This is a man's job. I don't do shit like this."
I'm telling you, I did that shit for 2 days.
Thank you.
I went the first day. I didn't come back for 2 weeks.
Damn. They had a
They said,
bonus.
here's your check. That shit was like $5. I said, y'all can keep this.
I know you was sore. I ain't gonna lie. I already know it. I tried to work for Amazon because they just like you said that they do like you get kind of get this pick your own schedule and whatever. And I was like, that's nice because I could just go to work and then when I don't have my off days, I can just put in the schedule. Da, 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 da. I made it to orientation. I didn't even go. They paid me $25 for orientation check.
Thank you. Fuck y'all.
I don't want the money.
I need to pay.
I don't. If I gotta
Thank
work
y'all
like
for
this,
delivering our packages.
Specifically the dog
Jeff
food.
Bezos today.
Right, yeah.
that shit used to be hard. That was the hardest job I had, y'all. Like
What?
mentally.
I worked at
Yeah, they
Walmart
fed
for
us
18
lunch
years
like
before
3
I go
times
to
a week.
FedEx.
They fed y'all?
Yeah, whole meal.
Deontay
Shit
like
was
hard
good,
labor.
man. They had a little convenience store in there, bro. Never paid for nothing.
He playing y'all.
I ain't playing.
He said I ain't playing. I'll tell
You
him.
supposed to put your little numbers in, right? Didn't know my numbers. I just went and grabbed Snickers every day. Fuck it. It's on the
I
go.
feel that. Especially if they start being cool with you.
Yeah.
They ain't stop you, right?
You go. You can
Oh,
go
they,
get you
they
some.
offered to pay for it?
No,
That's what he,
they
no,
don't.
he
you
was
supposed to put your number
stealing.
in.
Oh,
It ain't
They was
stealing.
stealing it.
It ain't
Oh.
stealing.
They
It
seen
ain't
them.
stealing.
They was
got
watching
cameras and everything, and it ain't stealing.
And-
Dollar General got cameras.
I'd have been got
cameras.
fired.
They don't say come put shit in your purse and clean.
You
No
would have got
comment.
fired if you was stealing. And they got security in there. They
This
got
is
everything.
true. This
You would
is
have got
true.
fired. I just wasn't putting my numbers in, so they couldn't take it out.
I
of my check.
fired my fucking self.
Mm.
That's it.
And rehired yourself.
So who was paying for it?
The company. It's
But
all
they
them.
wasn't taking it out his check though.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to
It was
put
free.
You're supposed to put your numbers in there so they can take it out so you could pay for it out of
Yeah,
your check.
but they ain't
yeah.
give me no numbers.
So
That's on y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I got it.
That's their fault.
I thought
Yeah.
you had the
Curtis.
numbers. You just
That's-
used
that's-
it.
You clock in with the same numbers. How the fuck they ain't give him the numbers?
Oh.
You clock in with the numbers.
This
You
is
could-
back and forth because I was on your side. I'm not on your
Yeah.
side. I'm back
You
on your
figured
side.
it out and
I'm
was like,
trying to
well,
follow,
until
but
y'all
I
fix
can't.
this. This is what I'm gonna do.
He's sitting in a damn thing like how we sitting right here eating and
Yeah,
drinking
they got
and shit.
they got couches and shit.
They got couches.
I did that at Walmart. They
Bruh.
Me too.
The
It
chicken
was nice.
The chicken and I went straight to the bag.
It was nice.
Yeah, me too.
And then I would try to throw it away when I was leaving.
Yeah, me too.
The motherfuckers let me do it up until they was like, bitch, let me
They
tell
called
you
me.
something.
They called me, Osha, and Mary.
Yeah.
In high school.
See, you gotta count your blessings.
I
That
just
seemed
smoked
like a
that shit for
blessing right
5
there.
years.
Oh, God.
Curtis got fired for stealing chicken.
And I was only working in that bitch for at least 3 months, and I was just like, dang, I actually kind of like this job.
And you got caught.
It was chill.
For
Yeah,
stealing.
they
You
have-
got fired for stealing chicken.
Yeah, so
But
from
how
the
is
deli.
it stealing though? Like
You just said I
This
was
is
stealing.
part of my lunch.
This is part of my lunch.
You just said I was
And
stealing.
Why did you put the
I
break
didn't know I
room?
had to pay for it.
With no food. Ain't no food in the break room, and you want me to
You
walk
was
around here
stealing.
hungry?
I understand
Who
why
was
I
in the
won't,
break
so I
room
can't
with
say
that
nothing.
FedEx? How I'm stealing, but y'all not stealing.
Well, I got fired, so clearly I was
But
stealing.
yours was free.
It was
They
in the
just
break
gave it
room.
to you.
He
They
never
had
got
no
fired.
Vending machine and nothing. You just grab it and go.
It was because they knew that work was extra fucking hard. Just give him a snicker. Like, just take the snicker. And
You
it's
took
right.
$2.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
They knew I was gonna be at work, so if you feed me, I'm gonna be there.
Not me.
She's like, I can cook my own food.
I could cook I was sitting in that damn back of that truck. They had the things where you open and you could sit at the bottom layer. I will close that bitch and lay down in it. Fuck y'all.
That's- how long did you work there?
Until Dante let me quit.
Hey, I made her stay because it was like if you stay a month, I get $1,000.
He get a bonus.
Oh, he was trying
Oh,
to do
okay.
referral bonus.
All right.
I didn't
Yeah.
get a referral bonus, you know. You
That's
can
how he
do
did. He
shit.
said, "Okay, you can go now."
It's in the account.
I told you that.
Yeah, you said just make sure you stick around for 6 months.
Did I tell you that too?
No, bitch, you ain't say nothing about a bonus. You do better.
And then I don't even think I got some of that bonus.
No, it was for me.
I do love a referral bonus.
Well, shit, I don't because they don't stay.
Curtis said apply.
Yeah, apply right now.
I did that.
We getting
Whenever-
$500 to apply.
At a previous job, I had a
Y'all get
friend.
$500?
It's more now.
It's more now.
I think it's 1,000 right now.
Yeah,
It is. It's
everybody
1,000.
Yeah, they pay you like
No,
what?
so
at
the person that refers the person gets it. So the catch is at that place we work at, they have to the new hire has to stay there for at least 6 months because they break it down. So you get half when they make it to 3 months, and then you get the other half when they make it to 6 months. If they quit after
deposit.
prepaid. If they quit after like 4 months, then you just don't get shit. And if you already got the first 500, then that you coming back up off that money.
Yeah, they're gonna take that money from you.
They don't play about taking money.
You an Indian giver.
Yeah.
Yep,
I referred
they
somebody.
are.
I referred somebody
Should
one
I
time.
not have said that?
No, it's okay.
Oh. You got to watch my mouth. You got to watch my
They don't
mouth.
know where we work.
I referred somebody one time.
No, it was an Indian
and they were
giver,
like,
yeah.
"Oh well, since you're getting your refer, just split that with me." Who?
That's how I feel.
No, absolutely not.
I stay here for you.
I'm
I
help-
should get
I'm
some of
helping
that.
you in.
Thank you.
I don't remember telling you could go. I feel like
you
that
told
was made.
him. No,
Oh, you
told
were
him.
there?
Yeah. I had this conversation. You did tell him. This.
Now Curtis don't.
It was a joke.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, friend.
Not
You
a
really
gang,
did.
not a gang up on me.
You really did tell him that. I remember.
Well, you're still there.
I got you. I'm home for the support.
I ain't know what oh no.
We got owls in here.
Yes, support that.
Do y'all actually plan on traveling and doing any kind of podcast outside of the state?
Oh, that's like a what do they call those? Like a blog?
A travel podcast.
A travel?
I think that's a travel.
Yeah,
It's
travel.
like a vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did a vlog
For the cruise.
for the cruise that we went
That
on
one
2 years
time.
ago. I captured every important moment on the cruise, and
Bitch
I
was focused on me being mad though.
Why was you mad?
Because they lost my luggage.
No, well, no, they didn't lose your luggage.
They knew where it was at.
They knew where it was
They
at.
left my luggage at the airport we left from in Houston.
Hold on.
No,
So
wait,
pause.
wait, who's they?
I had an epiphany.
Let's not even talk about it.
I had
The
an epiphany
We
real
don't
quick.
get- Hold on, we're going to talk
So-
about this first.
So,
We gonna talk-
hold on.
We haven't gotten there yet.
I
We
kinda
gonna talk
wanna hear
about
it.
that
I kinda wanna
after.
hear this.
He want his money, but we gonna talk about that later.
Oh yeah. So did you not give me my money because I didn't tell you about the bonus?
Yes.
So you held that against me for 2 years?
I've been waiting.
It's okay. He didn't give me nothing, so hold your money. You got this.
So what?
Now y'all not gonna act like I. Okay.
The whole time we was waiting for my baby.
The only time
After y'all left me.
Lean back.
I know where you trying to go.
No.
Willis was so ready to get on that cruise, wasn't he?
Willis said that he didn't give a damn if we got left or not.
Back that fucking trailer up. Johnny, what happened is the fact of we all decided I found us a nice airline. I'm not saying the company.
We was on Spirit.
No. That's this bitch. This one right here. He was
in the sky shaking.
We damn near died on the way home. That motherfucker like this as we taking off.
Delta.
Let him. So
I found us a flight to Delta. It was perfect, beautiful. We were gonna get points. Loved everything about it. Who? You were gonna get the points. That part. This bitch goes out. Oh, well, we could get a cheap flight on Spirit. Who?
I looked at her this way. As soon as he said Spirit, I said, we finna die.
Well, hold the fuck up. Let me back the trailer up even more because the reason why I didn't want to do whatever you had going on with Delta is because
trailer thing.
until it's in the swamp. Because this shit had multiple connecting flights. I'm not trying to have a layover.
Multiple my ass.
It
Hold on, because our layover in Denver
ended up with one.
It was on the way back.
Hold
It was on the way back.
That layover in Denver was originally supposed to be like 2 hours, but we were delayed for 6 days.
Because we were on Spirit.
6 days?
So they rescheduled that flight
It wasn't
like
6
5
days.
times.
Oh, I was finna
They
say.
lost
I would've
the
flipped
plane. When I tell you,
What?
hand to God, they lost
We
the
were in that
plane.
plane. We were in
lost
the
the
airport
My
on the way
PTSD's
home for like
kicking
6
in.
hours.
We rolled up
What?
We rolled up. Flight crew walks up. I hear the captain go, "Where's the plane?" The guy who's flying the plane goes, "Where's it at?" And the people, "Oh well, we've lost it right now, but it's supposed to be here at some point."
It's in the cloud.
We lost it, but it might come back.
We were in the
I'm about to
airport for
get
like
on this
5
fucking
hours.
yellow bus.
We were in
And they gonna say you lost the plane. The professionals have said they've lost the plane. I was beyond pissed.
Why did it
It's
take
on the way
y'all
back?
5?
Yes.
Why did it
I've
take y'all
never
5
heard
hours
of
to
that
find the
before.
plane?
I just moved
I don't want to
Yeah.
get on the plane that you lost, bitch. I want another plane. I don't want this plane.
We gonna take off. The motherfucking plane is like this. We all in there. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Wait. Now this is the same airline.
I was drunk.
We were
Yes,
all on
this
the
is
same
all-
plane.
They done ordered 3 drinks back there. I'm trying to listen to music. I'm like, no, it's
Can I tell
not.
your business?
Yeah, I was like, Willis, can you come sit with me?
Willis got his ass up and left. Curtis come sit down next to me laughing.
I'm enjoying my little private chair because I didn't have anybody next to
Willis
me.
over there flirting with the man in the seat on the other side.
Because he was a lawyer from New
It
York.
was hot.
That sounds
And
about
so
right.
I'm sitting there, I'm
"Fuck me,
enjoying
huh?"
Not the
myself.
lawyer.
Before the flight takes off, this one texts me, "Hey, there's nobody sitting next to me. You want to come sit next to me?" I'm like,
I'm super anxious on flights. I have flight anxiety.
Well, you
as
were
well.
a Spirit.
I took turns besides.
It don't
matter what
I took
plane.
turns sitting next to both of them on one of the flights, and
I'm in there with my head against the seat.
no, I'm not gonna
Curtis
lie.
laughing.
So the first flight,
it was beautiful. I slept.
the very first flight going there. I was by myself with a stranger and a kid, and Jalisa was by herself. They were together.
Yeah, we paid for the
And
upgrade. When
I was like behind y'all.
they
like,
offered $20 for upgraded big comfy chair. Whatever
Oh
the fuck
yeah,
it's
that was like if
$20.
anybody wants to
But the-
upgrade.
Done.
But
You
that
went
flight,
straight
that
to
flight
the-
going to
Wait,
California.
who all went?
All 4 of us did.
Where were you at?
I wasn't with the crew then.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that first flight was pleasant to me. Now coming back, we're already over this whole trip. All the shit that happened on the cruise, we were
We
just
have been on this boat, 4 days?
yeah, we're just ready to come back. So
And now, just to be clear, we did not have any arguments amongst ourselves. What happened was, apparently there was a huge storm that blew into Mexico. We were supposed to have
No,
two.
we didn't say we had
No.
arguments. We
Well,
said
no,
it was
but
over.
it's just I'm making sure that we're clear. We
They
had
could be misleaded.
we had 2 stops due to the storm. We missed the first stop. They went straight to the second stop, and then the last day we literally sat out in the Pacific Ocean and was just sitting there doing circles.
And we got sick on the last day.
They
Yeah,
did.
we didn't do circles.
Yeah, we did.
We had to go down enough to get away from the storm, and so that way
Circles.
we can go back up.
I
And
don't know. I
hit
feel
the
like we
coast.
was doing laps the way I was hooked on that toilet.
I'm laying in bed because me and Jalisa shared a cabin.
That's her fault.
Because
you woke up the next day and had some Hennessy first thing in the morning because y'all had
we were at the bar.
Jalisa's sitting there. She goes,
"Can I get a shot of Hennessy?" I said, "Hennessy." I said, "When you start drinking that,
I need to start early."
And I said, "Well, run me 1, 2."
Jalisa's like, "Oh, I think I'm drunk." I was like, "You're not drunk. You're seasick." Yeah. No, I don't think it's that. And then the next thing I know, she is just sick all.
And then we both woke up at like 12 and was like, pizza. "You want some pizza?" Get some pizza.
Now hold on, back to this flight.
Oh God.
Yeah, circle back to that.
I just want to know what they got to do with me.
Anyway, they lost my luggage on the way there.
They did not lose your luggage.
The airline left my luggage in Houston.
We were in California. The luggage was in Houston.
And we in California.
Can I tell them what happened?
Go ahead.
All right. So whenever certain people of our party decided they want to fly Spirit, I said because Spirit charges you for everything.
Yes, I know.
And I said,
flight cheap.
Go ahead and make sure we're doing a carry-on. Make sure you've got 2 carry-ons, charged for that and everything. Some of our party decided, no, we're just going to do it when we get to the gate.
You did?
Yeah.
So you can't be mad.
She got up to the gate
Well,
talking.
Why would y'all lose it? It seemed like I was gonna lose it if I did it online.
She starts talking to this gate agent, doing whatever it is you doing,
Paying.
googly eyes and giggling and all this other
trying
bullshit.
to get a free pad.
And then found a discount.
Uh-huh.
I don't recall this.
I recalled the discount because you came up to me and was like, I didn't have to pay that much. And
that's why
I never get your shit.
But I got my shit and they paid
They paid you for how much? $20?
Hell no. They gave me what, $800 because they thought they
fucking
lost.
lying.
I'm not gonna talk about it on camera.
yeah, no, she went off.
Don't talk about it because she owed me.
We got to LA, touchdown. Everybody picking up their bags. This one's bag's not rolling through. We're
I'm like, where the fuck is my shit? Willis says you jinxed yourself. You said your bag wouldn't go be here because we was flying Spirit.
And they literally told her, like, hey, it doesn't look like you paid for your bag. And Jalisa goes, yes, the fuck I did. And
I got the receipt. What you
and
mean
she showed him the receipt that Googly Eyes gave her. And it was like, yeah, this isn't enough. And Jalisa goes, what the fuck you made this say to me?
I remember that.
Wait.
See?
She was like, I'm over this trip already.
I was ready to go home.
So they gave you the money, but you couldn't buy clothes or nothing because y'all on a cruise, right?
Right.
So
I got my bag
a
right
couple
before
hours
we
later.
left.
So you did end up getting your shit.
Yeah, they ended up flying it.
They flew it. They was sitting on the way.
They flew it on the next flight.
Yeah.
And so what happened was when we realized she didn't get her bag and where it was, we had took a cab or something. We took a cab and we went to the boat or where the boat was, and we dropped them off because Willis
was ready to go.
I'm on vacation.
So, now,
that bag.
hold that thought. So now I remember the reason why we took Spirit is because thank God we took Spirit, because if not, we wouldn't have had your bag in time. The Spirit flight left early enough for us to have a little bit of some time window in between. Yes.
No. If we would have taken Delta, we wouldn't have to worry about it because our bags were included.
He said that with so much pride. Like Daniel was like, "Oh, I remember now. I remember now."
You got the money and the bag. I mean,
come on.
Okay, y'all can stop ganging up on Daniel now. Yeah,
we saved money on the flight. We made it to our destination, and we're here now. We came home. We good.
Willis was ready to go. Willis said, "Fuck your bag. I'm getting on this boat."
He was on the boat too. Why you still waiting?
He stepped us like this.
I said, I literally, while she's sitting there, I'm like looking up, I'm Googling the phone. I said, Jalisa, there's a mall right by where we get on the boat. Let's run to the mall. Let's get you some
We
shit.
didn't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
We had 6 hours.
By the time it took them 3 hours or 4 hours to get
For me to argue with them to get the flight that's in my bag.
So anyway,
You can't find 4 days worth of clothes in 6 hours?
hell no.
Okay,
I
never
know.
mind. Retract my statement then.
My shoes. I done packed shoes, clothes.
Packed your Jordans?
Yes.
Oh,
Fly.
Some new ones.
What?
I need my shit. Man, I need my shit now.
Right now.
So what was you gonna do if you had got on the boat for them 4 days and came back? What the fuck was they gonna do with
They
your
put
bag?
your bag in the holding, and you can pick it up when you get back. Yeah.
So
they
we
would have
went-
held my shit for 24 hours and then had it somewhere else.
And it was like a
They call it
20 to 30 minute drive.
Me and Curtis paying for Ubers back and forth.
No, yeah, and it was the fact that I was on the phone with Curtis and he talking about
Pissed off.
Yeah, because the damn Uber driver was circling around this whole time.
We said, let us out.
He said, "Get me out of this."
After we got the bag and we knew where the boat was, so we had already been there, so we can see the boat. And then there's this little circle. He's driving in the damn circle. I'm like,
He said, so where's the
bitch,
boat?
you supposed to go through the gate. And he was like, well, it's not telling me where else to go. And he circled around again. And we were like, actually, sir, just let us out right here. We can see the boat. We know exactly where to go. And he was like, are y'all sure? Absolutely.
That was the
And
one
we got
trip.
there in
Me and
time.
Curtis speed walking up the ramp.
Me and Daniel on the boat having drinks, eating a little lunch, and they're like, "Oh, they're coming! Yay!"
Curtis is a good friend. I would have cut them off. Y'all motherfuckers didn't come with me to find my bag. Fuck y'all.
No, hold on. Because I really was just trying to be there. He was ready to get on the boat. So I'm
They,
like,
nah, for real.
Daniel would've got
They
cut
was
off.
like, I can pay for some new clothes. Jalisa, let's just get on the boat.
I really
I'll
was
buy you
ready
new
to,
clothes.
I said that too. Thank you.
Oh, y'all want to buy the new clothes?
Yes.
Fuck the old clothes.
I said that's why I was like, there is a mall right next to where we're getting.
But I knew
We
we
will
didn't have
go-
time the way I am. We didn't have
She
time.
was
for that.
just
Take you a long
angry.
time
She
to
was
pick
mad.
out.
Oh, she
Yeah.
was.
Shit, I was just
How long
there.
was you mad?
I was mad for a while till I got my first drink.
Because where was she going to get her Bond Dutch hat at?
Right.
In
She got her
Mexico.
Jordans in the bag.
Ooh, you spoiled.
I spoiled myself.
We all
That's what that money
As
do.
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Treat yourself.
She high maintenance.
Very.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I do have that question. I really want to know. Because
Yeah,
I
what's
think
the
maybe
question?
I'm
Real
a
quick.
little off. What do y'all consider as a, I hate to say this, as a high maintenance woman?
Shit.
What do y'all consider?
Me.
No, I know, but I need a little bit of like some like defining lines on what you like. Cause I thought that a woman getting her hair done and nails done at least once a month ain't high
Kayla,
maintenance.
what do you feel is high maintenance?
I mean, we talked about it earlier, so I said a woman that gets her hair done all the time, get her nails done, the certain clothes that she buy, stuff like that is considered high maintenance.
Do y'all think
So-
that like getting your hair done like once a month, getting your feet or nails done once a month is high maintenance?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Hell
Once you
no.
do it after a while, it's kind of like routine, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's
That's
self-care.
like a. It depends on how. What
It
type
is
of woman you
self-care,
got.
but
Yeah.
every woman don't do that, so
Yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
It's considered high
And I
maintenance.
understand that. I understand. Not every woman does makeup. Not every woman does their nails and stuff all the time. They, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
So what was the premises of the conversation? Like, how'd that start? Y'all just asked?
You just wanted to know what a high maintenance woman was.
Nah, you said high maintenance. What were you talking about?
Because a lot of
I think the
bitches.
other coworker was talking about what she
done started
does.
that.
Don't get me
Don't
started. These hoes is not high maintenance. These hoes is not high. If you could go to the club and shit, yeah. If you could go to the club and shit half stepping, I feel like you not high. If you go to the club with an afro on, bitch, you is not high maintenance. 'Cause you won't catch me. But it depends because some people have like different. I'm just a real picky type
She's just
of
a real high
bitch.
maintenance.
I am like I.
She ain't eat
real
no
picky.
McDonald's.
No.
You don't eat McDonald's?
No.
Oh,
She
what you
want
eat?
Chili's or Steakhouse.
It's okay. You
Or
don't date people that
Qdoba.
work at McDonald's.
Fiery crab.
Fiery crab.
Fire.
Not only that, I don't wear certain type of. I just
I had
don't
to
wear
do
certain
it.
type of
Thank you.
clothes.
Every
I
time we
don't-
go somewhere, she gotta have a brand new outfit. Even if she got clothes in the closet
Yeah,
that she
that's high
never worn,
maintenance.
she gotta.
Yeah.
If I'm going somewhere,
That's
I gotta
very
buy
Like, if
high
I'm going on
maintenance.
Even if she
vacation,
got clothes in the
100%.
closet that you
You
never
know,
wore.
if I'm
Never
going
worn.
to
Never worn.
a
Still got
party
new
out
outfits.
here,
Should
I
you go
need
get
to
a whole
order
new
me some.
outfit?
If I'm going to the club,
Outfit.
I need something to wear.
And I can't wear
Like,
nothing
one day.
and if it's fashion,
I don't want it.
I don't want
I'm
it.
telling you.
Too many bitches gonna
I
have
know
that
you
in
be
there.
stressed out like.
It's fashion. People still shopping the
I be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put outfit
You
on
ain't
what I
been to
got
the
in
club in
closet.
Leesville?
That's me.
These hoes-
I ain't been to It's Fashion in a minute. I forgot they was even there.
Yeah.
They still have that?
I go in there for jewelry.
Jewelry. Bitches go in there for outfits.
I
The
just
whole
need their earrings to hold me over until I get.
If they had a wig in that motherfucker,
They gonna stand there with
And see,
it.
that's what I mean when I say like getting your hair and stuff. Now I don't mean like going to get your hair cut and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
like
'cause
trim.
that's gonna
I mean like
happen.
really getting your hair done on the regular, like getting your hair braided on the regular, or getting wigs, you know, installed every month. That's what I mean when I say
High maintenance.
yeah.
Cause I think I'm like,
Not
oh,
just
like,
getting your hair washed once a month. That's not how.
No, like I ain't going nowhere if I need my hair done.
hold on.
It's a month.
Hold on,
saying
she's just
some-
putting it out there.
Yeah,
don't
some
do her.
people go to the salon and get their hair washed and trimmed once a month. Is what I'm saying.
But
Like,
disclaimer,
that's not what I'm-
they watch it at home during that month.
I don't know what they do. So, I don't know what they do.
You can tell when they don't. It's greasy.
Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
The appointment said, "Come wash the blow dry."
That's not where I was trying to go with this, but
They
hold on.
I gotta hear about it. They don't become a wash the
They
blow
don't
dry.
come wash the blow.
Okay.
What?
Okay, that's what I'm
They
saying.
don't.
And they want you to touch their head?
So they think that that's.
And
part
if
of
you
the-
ain't pay me for that wash and blow dry, you getting braids on top of that shit. I don't give a fuck what it look like. Hey,
You know what?
hey,
That's like y'all out there trying to get them little Brazilians done, and you ain't clean your little booty hole right and all that other shit. Now you got little dingleberries.
Wait a
Oh, no.
minute. Wait.
I thought we was talking about hair.
Who did that?
I guess that's a different kind of hair.
He know a bitch. He know a bitch that did that.
Nah, it's TikTok.
You
TikTok.
mean, you mean plural,
TikTok be
right?
exposing y'all. I'm telling you.
Plural.
Huh?
Oh, you talking
Plural.
about when they get waxes and they don't clean
they don't clean
themselves?
themselves. Them TikTok, they be
Yes,
talking
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, leave the little bumps behind.
Okay, your algorithm's lit.
You gotta let everything on there. You gotta
We
keep
can
it.
tell.
Why you ask about the high maintenance woman though? Do you feel like it's hard? Do y'all?
No, okay, so okay.
We are really
I think
just
really what
antagonizing
stemmed the
everybody.
conversation is because when I'm for real. I was talking to somebody and I was like, well, I don't really feel like, you know, a woman getting hair done and their nails done, you know, like whatever is high maintenance. Like me personally, if it's my girl, I'm gonna make sure that I have money set to the side to make sure that she needs to get her nails done and her hair
The
done.
clap button.
Clap button. Cause I'm just saying that's your girl, you know what I'm saying? You want
Thank
your girl
you.
to look good, you know what I'm saying? So if her nails and shit falling off and all this other stuff.
Ghetto
you know,
as
it's
fuck.
like when I ain't got my hair cut, I feel like a bum. It changed my whole attitude when I get a haircut. So,
So
I
if you
want-
get
I
that
want them to
cut, boy,
the
you
same
feel like
way.
a whole new person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I be
talking
having a
shit.
whole attitude.
Do you feel like it's hard to be with a high maintenance woman?
That's a good question.
It is a good question because there's a difference between that and the spoiled one.
Or would
That
you
is
prefer?
true.
Would you
Hold
prefer?
on,
high
hold
That's
maintenance?
why you
Hold
have to.
on.
That's why you have to define the line.
And there's a
first.
difference,
can't
and there's
really
a
call her
difference in the
spoiled.
spoiledness too.
But you can't really
There's
call
a
it
huge
spoiled.
difference.
It's not being
Pause.
spoiled.
You can't call
Spoiled and high maintenance.
So talk about them spoiled people. What
So
it
what was
is.
the difference between the spoiled and high
It's not
maintenance?
a. It's not a difference.
It's the same thing.
But you just need to keep up with
It
it.
ain't the same.
How
You
raised
could be
different.
spoiled
Just because
and
I'm
not
raised
want-
a certain way don't mean I'm spoiled.
But you could be spoiled and not want expensive shit. High maintenance, you want expensive shit.
I think there's a perspective on that.
Let me. I wasn't raised spoiled, but I started spoiling myself when I got my business. But that don't mean everything I get is expensive. But if I can do everything that I want to for myself, I expect you to do that shit too.
She lying.
So you leveled up your
Yeah.
standards. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like some standards just high.
Like
Is
I
there
ain't gonna cap it. Me
any
and Chris be on the same
understanding
page.
if something turns left?
No,
Hell no.
ain't no.
Figure it the fuck out.
Ain't no.
If I listen, I don't know.
But is it really spoiled if that's something that you decided to start doing for their woman?
No, because you treating yourself.
What if you ain't decide to start doing it? What if it was just brought to your attention?
It was
like, this is
decided
how
for
I
you.
want it done?
But
But
when
when you
you
discover
live,
something about yourself,
But
that's
when
what
you
I want.
let me ask all y'all this. When you see a person, can you tell by looking at them or knowing them? I've been watching you on Snapchat, I've been watching you. Can you tell if that person is high maintenance and spoiled by just watching what they do?
a little bit.
Especially if a
Sometimes,
person
yeah.
posts like a lot about their life and what they do.
Yeah.
If you
Every
wanna
time I
pursue
see
it,
this
you keep
bitch, she
up.
look good.
Right.
She got a hair
Why would you
done,
think that?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
why
not
would
gonna
you
have
think
my hair
that?
done.
Why would you think we gonna get together and I'm still gonna be the one paying for all of this shit? Like,
Because for men, it's different. You get on my social media, everybody think I got money, and I'ma just
you do.
ball
I
out.
just be spitting it.
I'm the cheapest nigga you gonna meet. Shit. If I can eat a $2 meal every day, that's what we gonna eat.
That's what he gonna eat.
I don't give a damn. If I gotta buy her a $40 meal, I'm not eating that day. I swear to God.
You just ain't gonna eat.
I mean, that's money management. I respect that.
Shit. Money management. Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. But he said he ain't gonna eat. Not you.
Cause I'm gonna eat.
Right.
He ain't
You ain't gonna feed him?
What? He just decided not to feed himself.
With my money.
You don't ever do that? Then you want to try a little bit.
Shit.
No. At least a crumb.
He can look at it and be like, damn, that shit look good.
What
I'll
if
be
his
like,
stomach
"Don't
growls?"
get too many now.
She don't like to share, man.
Don't get
What?
too many.
She don't like to share.
But I
blame you on
Have you ever had that moment where you try to
You
ask,
should've
like, hey, you
I don't like to share my
You should
food.
have got you a plate.
You had the same
asked-
opportunity.
I'd be scared to ask her for her food.
Don't ask
She get
me.
mad, like
Be
like,
scared.
don't
Like,
talk to me.
legit mad, like-
mad. Like,
Why
why-
I'm gonna agree
baby.
with you when you say it look.
This was before the baby. Before the baby. Shit.
But I'm saying though, if y'all see a high maintenance if I see a dude that get his hair cut all the time, every time he's sitting outside the Hibbits waiting for release shoes and stuff like that, then I'm going to expect him to still do that when we together. I'm not going to expect him to be like,
He can't do that.
Absolutely.
He gotta be high
Absolutely.
maintenance for you.
You gonna pay for his haircut?
yeah,
She will pay for that.
I will pay for
And
the
she
shoes.
will pay, she will buy the release day shoes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that don't mean
That's-
I tricks too. Don't get it twisted.
Well, that's different.
But mine
Okay.
is a little more everyday type thing.
yeah, she need it every day. And mine is I like to eat too. You know?
He likes McDonald's though, so go get
So
you a
you can get a
McDonald's
little Happy
burger.
Meal and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Do y'all push each other to, get money?
Yes, because you need that
Hell
to be
yeah.
with me.
But how do you? Because I had to ask you personally, because I know you're very different when it comes to pushing somebody.
What you mean?
What that mean?
Motivated.
What you mean?
Motivated somebody. It's very different.
Honestly,
Everybody-
let me tell you something. Deontay is the first person that I've been with that is like very work. His work ethic is like 100%. Like if he works somewhere, he's going to work every day. It don't matter if this nigga back broke. He gonna put on the brace and he gonna take his ass to work. Y'all literally. Sometimes I have to tell him like.
for real, like,
That's-
respect
It's
him.
literally.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Sometimes I be like that. You need a break. You gonna pass out at work. You doing too much, and he be like, "No, I gotta get this money. I gotta." He just was raised in a different work ethic than me. I was raised by a mama that.
I gotta figure out how to get this money by the moment.
Hey, go ahead.
can I ask you a question? How early did you start doing like labor work?
Oh, I was like 10. My dad.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. That's what I'm saying.
But I
bro.
also like the fact that she can sit here and actually speak highly of you like this. And most women can't do that. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Most women cannot do that. And
That's
the fact that
'cause I
she
know
can
my
do
role.
that, that's a big thing.
But
That's
see, I was raised like by my dad majorly until I was like 17. Then I moved out here with my mama. So from then, it was just like
always about work.
everything I do now is what I see my dad do. He ain't never missed work. Always paid the bills. Always put me through sports. Everything. Paid
Pay
for
the
everything.
bills.
Okay.
He
That's
taught
what
you
I'm
your work
doing.
ethic?
Yup. He
Yeah.
had his own construction job. I used to do construction and shit with
Likewise,
him.
man. Yeah, my dad had me out there like 9, 10. We be at 10 o'clock at night. I'm thinking we about to go home because the sun going down. No,
Nope.
he gonna grab that the lamp,
Yup.
and we gonna be out there pouring concrete in this driveway trying to get this money. And all I did is eat this. The only thing I ate was a Gatorade.
For real, I was like 10 building subways and Firestones and all that with my dad all day long.
And I do feel like me and Deontay being together, seeing him go to work like that, motivated me because I used to not be that motivated. Like I used to not want to work that much. You know, I would work and get $500 and be like, shit, I got $500. But when I noticed like you can get $500 every day if you have that type of work ethic, then I start being more work ethic like. But I was raised by a mama that hustled. Not saying she did no illegal stuff. But she was like, a hustler.
Yeah.
So she wasn't like a 9 to 5 type of person every
She wanna
day.
make sure we take care of everything.
Yes.
She used to
that's
bring
good.
my cornrows back in the day.
My mama was very like, she'll get money. I ain't gonna say she ain't gonna get money. My mama will get money, but it ain't gonna be I'll go work at McDonald's or wherever I need to work.
Right.
He was the type of person that was like, he was never he was very humble. Like if I can't get this job at a construction site, I'm gonna go work at Wendy's until this construction site call me back. I don't care where I work as long as I get a check. You know, I was not like that. Like, I'm not finna work at Wendy's. That's what type of person I was. But
I respect that. Though.
First people call me, I'm coming.
Yeah, I wasn't like that.
And in fact, I respect a lot from Dasijah too. The fact that regardless of what you do, she's not knocking you. Like, regardless of what you're doing, like you could be sitting here doing exactly what I do, being a photographer, and she could be bashing you. But instead, she's been sitting here just motivating, making sure, all right, he's doing what he got to do.
Man, for real, bro. And that's a big key point, man. It's just it's to level each other up until we all out here getting it. And I love that so much. And I think
that's a real strong point when it comes down to relationship.
Locked in.
Yeah. But I just want to point out the present fathers and how much it makes a difference on fathers being present.
They do. They really do.
Can't read right now.
And a mother trying to be a father a mother trying to be a mother and a father to a son. I just personally don't feel like you can do that. We could try our best, but like he said, being raised by his father taught him so many different work ethics and stuff.
You don't know no lady out here pouring concrete.
Pouring concrete. You don't know no lady that's feeling like I need to take my son to work with me every day to do this. Like, we trying to find a babysitter. If we can't find a babysitter, we about to do what we, can to do that. Men are bring your ass on, son. You about to help me out here and do this work.
My dad had me at that damn school all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
He ain't play.
Yeah.
And you still was bad as hell.
Get it from him.
Yeah.
he definitely push you. My daddy used to tell me, if you don't work, you don't eat cake. I'm like, but I'm a girl.
Yeah.
It say a man don't work. Yeah. That's what it says.
It don't matter. What if you ain't got no man? Then you gotta work for yourself.
There you go.
That's why like I did hear this from somebody. They told me this, like, look, they said it's scary to be a man, or it's hard to be a man because y'all got to deal with so much. I'm like, yeah, but women have to deal with this and this too. But like, it is hard being a man because for one, ain't nobody gonna save you.
No.
Ain't nobody gonna care about you other than yourself. So you really gotta get out there and get it.
Nobody really trying to hear you.
And they ain't gonna feel bad for your ass either.
At all. Because I'm telling you, bro, you be out there and just be a dude and you ain't got nothing going, bro. Like, damn, what the fuck are you doing?
It's just being a dude.
Because that's how I look at you.
Just taking up space.
You taking up, what the hell is you doing? You could work anywhere. You could go cut people grass, rent a damn lawnmower and cut people grass. It's, do
build
something. Build a house.
Yeah.
Build something.
It ain't as easy as it sounds.
It ain't.
It's not.
That's what y'all know.
But go outside.
Build something. Do something with yourself. Just pick up a stick. Do something.
A hammer.
But no, I do applaud the lifting each other up and being a power couple together.
Yeah.
I really like that with y'all.
Thank you. I
you
don't
don't
play.
find
Cause I tell him
Yeah.
to drink sometime, and he'll be like, "I gotta work in the morning." Okay, and I do.
He be
doing
strong
different
on
type
that.
of work.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I know.
Like, he does a different type of work.
For real.
Does, and that's why I understand it.
His shit got power tools and stuff.
I'd be tired.
I'm on a computer.
Yeah,
Right.
I did construction for like 2 years, man. I think that really put a different type of work ethic in me because I ain't gonna lie, for the first like month I was exhausted. I come home, be burnt out on the bed, whatever, take a shower and come home, just don't do nothing.
Yep.
But after a while, it's like literally you be out there grinding all day from summer to winter. Like winter, I remember I sit there and like, cause it's all day we're breaking down forms cause we're pouring concrete. My hand will be wrapped around my hammer, and I have to like literally peel my fingers off.
Cold as hell.
Cause yeah, it's cold and your fingers lock up. So it's the grind. And there's people that do that stuff their whole life.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm appreciative of where I'm at now. I ain't got to be out in the elements all that much, but you know, respect to those who really do that.
Yeah, no, seriously, because that takes a whole lot of work, and boy, that be.
And that's his favorite thing to do. If he had a job like
I
y'all,
give
he
you a
would
lot of
hate
respect
it.
for that.
Hate it.
He would hate
I
sitting
give you a lot
down
of
just
respect.
chilling. Like,
Hey, bro, I give you a lot of respect for that.
he definitely
Cause at
is
least
an
you
outside
love
person.
doing it.
Hey, that's my favorite thing though. Seeing the progress come out of something, like starting with nothing, and because you know
Right.
I build double wides every day. So shit, starting with nothing and then seeing a whole house by the end of the day.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
we did
It's a
that.
big
See,
job.
the fact that how prideful he is when he talks about this, I love that kind of thing because it's like these are the type of stuff people be needing to keep themselves going. This type of motivation. This is what I really love when it comes to like, especially if this is what you really love to do, and people be wanting to strive to get better at this. Yeah, this is the whole ordeal about like motivating yourself, pushing yourself, especially if you own a business. You know, that's why, you know, I really love the fact that y'all came a long way from how y'all first started up to now. Like, y'all have your own hoodies. Like, I like this how you know.
It's hot.
It's so hot. I'm sitting here sweating
Really?
right now.
Yeah. Let me wear it because I'm freezing.
It's because the
I feel like the
Bitcoin
air.
towards you.
Yeah, like, damn. I do feel good a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Pregnant people get hot, so you had to sit over there.
I don't really get hot that much, Curtis.
Well, other pregnant people get hot.
She said
You been doing a lot of sleeping?
They be in there
I
burning up.
be working every day.
It's been affecting you?
I be sleeping.
This man, every time he sit down, he fall asleep.
I can't help it, man.
I be
feel
so
like I got
annoyed.
sleep apnea or something. If I touch that
Just
bed,
randomly?
You see my,
It
you
would be
see my.
randomly?
Yeah, but you also
but
work
if,
hard
as soon
too.
as I get in the bed,
Curtis.
I'm out.
took the
Like if I
symptoms.
lay down,
He did.
That's how I am.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that.
if I'm standing up,
She
moving,
said,
That's how I am.
"This nigga sleep like Henry."
I just put my bed till nighttime.
Every time I walk out the room, you fall asleep. How are you falling asleep that fast?
Then
Like,
get comfortable.
she said there's something wrong with me because I can go to sleep without thinking.
No,
Right.
bro.
I do that.
you know,
You
like,
I do that. If
Burn
I get
calories.
stationary, I'm
Yeah,
out.
I get
I-
still.
I understand that.
It
It's
happened
burning
today.
calories at the end of the day. And on
Yeah.
top of that, like when I used to be in the military, bro, like you literally when you getting burnt out or you just tired, bro, you'll find a way to fall asleep. I was falling asleep standing up. I didn't believe that when I heard it, but I understand it. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna find a way
This
to
is
lean
true.
on that leg just the right way and then fall asleep.
This is true.
10, 15 minutes.
I have
And you
witnessed
good.
somebody,
I
I'm
ain't
talking
gonna
about an
let that happen.
actual conversation. Like, we're laughing.
sleep
He just,
apnea.
ha, 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 yeah.
I do.
It's like,
real.
what?
He wasn't on something.
No.
He was on that
It was in the military. It was in the military.
See,
Falling asleep like that. I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, it wore off.
It's coming down. I'm high.
She said, "What was he on?"
Curtis said I came down. Literally, like, oh my God, I would never do that again. I would never do that again.
All right, well,
Why you leaving?
I think that wrapped that one up. So what we got
What's
going
the
on
last
with the
topic?
next one? So talk about it. Well, relationships.
Said
I feel like we started talking about them.
So
We've been-
we've already discussed the business and the relationship part, what John said, but our shy guest,
Yeah,
I just been talking for the last 2
so another topic is how to make relationships work. So how do you feel like this day and age, like with everything in the media that people be believing in, if you're in a relationship, how do you make your relationships work? Like, what work do you put in to make it work?
You gotta have trust.
Okay.
Understanding.
And communication. Communication is the biggest
Communication,
one.
I
I
agree.
feel like.
No, she hit on the head. You can
Understanding.
communicate all day long, but if you don't understand what they're talking about, then it's
Comprehension,
two
yeah.
different things. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was guilty of that. Like we would talk some things out, but I'm hard headed, and sometimes I wasn't trying to understand what she had to say until I got older in life and I, went about my own business and I, whatever. But yeah, if you're not hearing what they're trying to say, and then it's like you gonna repeat the same habits.
You is so funny.
Understanding.
I don't know. I'm looking at Kaila.
Was I being too serious?
No,
No, it
when
was
we
his
first got
face.
together, that's how
I'm
she
gonna have
was.
to watch it
Like,
back.
Curtis
she
gotta
had
stop
no
looking at
understanding.
me.
But that's the type of person that I am. Like I was about to ask you, what's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
That's what she
You
did.
did.
I knew it.
Yeah!
I knew it. Aries gang.
We was just talking about
We
the whole
not
Zodiac
trying to hear
episode.
that. We is not trying to
We
hear
all
like
heard it, bro.
once we.
Your mind
Taurus
goes
season
ruin
starts
it.
tomorrow.
I knew it! And what did you just say?
Once we have what we already feel like is right in our head,
Ain't no
fuck
change
what
in
you're
your
talking
mind.
about. Fuck what you're talking about. What you talking about ain't talking about shit.
Right.
You know,
I don't
like,
give a fuck.
it take
I
y'all
don't know
3
your shit sound. I'm not trying to hear
It
it.
take y'all 3 business days to come to an understanding.
and I still don't understand.
By
I'm
the
just
third
saying I
business
do.
day, I don't even give a damn no
I don't
more.
care.
When it comes
That's
to me, it's
wild.
like China. It's like a DHL 7 to 10 days.
He ain't lying,
You
y'all.
really, they really.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. it's
With
just-
us, it was so hard to get that. But he is. I feel like you have to be with a person that is the opposite of you.
We opposite.
What's his sign?
A Libra.
Dang, that's what my ex-wife was a Libra. I hate to say it like that, it's weird, but
Shut the fuck
no, I'm not trying. I'm just saying. the reason why I say that is because we were really compatible at one point.
great! Shut the fuck up!
I think the
Is she
version
remarried?
Huh?
Is she remarried? Why you tell him to shut the fuck up?
Because like they divorced, done.
I said ex-wife.
Not a good example.
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is at one point we were really compatible. I get that because that's a water.
It's a
air sign.
Air
It's one of
sign,
those.
yeah.
Yeah,
We fire.
and Libras and Aries are compatible. They're really
Well,
compatible.
Libras are compatible with a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's because
We
they
balance-
understand
we balance
it. They the
people in the
balance.
world.
And see, I needed to be with somebody that wasn't like hot tempered like me. Because if we arguing, he was the first person that I was with that was like we're not arguing. We're
what
trying to
you
come
argue
to
with
an
you?
understanding. You know, like I'm not trying to. It's us against the problem type situation. And I would always be like, no, nigga, I'm right. You got me fucked up. Like, and he's like, it's not about being right or wrong. We just gotta understand each other. And I needed somebody that was like that because I needed to be right. You know, like.
Put that on the
She
tombstone.
confrontational.
Yeah.
I'm non-confrontational. Like I'm not finna argue with you about stupid shit.
Yeah,
Right.
that wasn't really that serious. But I do feel like it's an understanding type thing because once you understand a person, like a lot of people think that I'm the type of person that is controlling. Like they feel like I control
Really?
our situation. Yes,
We
a lot
are.
of people think that.
We are. We do have to be in control of our environment. That's just how we. That's how we work naturally.
I don't think that I'm controlling. I feel like I am like.
You know where you want to be.
I know what
where
type
you
of
wanna
person
be.
that, you know, like, I know that I'm not finna be with nobody that cheat on me. I know that I'm not finna be with nobody that if you get on Instagram and you like these bitches' pictures and they half naked, me and you are not the people to be together. You know, like, it's not this just a social media thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand that, like, it's not finna be that. If you want to be with me, you not about to be, like, and likewise, if you have certain things that you like, you not finna do this if you want to be with me, then I can understand that because I'm the type of person that you not finna play with me. Embarrassment is my biggest thing. Like, you not finna have me out feeling like, bitches feeling like, I can get her man. Yeah.
Man,
We not finna do that.
I need gunshots and applause on that one. I don't know what to do. I want to put all that together because
I cannot be embarrassed. It will turn me up.
one thing about that, embarrassment really is just associated with just like that's why I'm so private today as I am, as like just I think it's because I went through that in previous situations where they just want to put everything out there, and I'm just like, bro, social media don't give a fuck about anything that you're trying to say because it's just popcorns in a show for me.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to hear that, and I'm not trying to be there for that
Not
because
just social media.
everybody else going through their own problems, but then when I got my stuff out there, now you want to laugh
They
about it.
problems.
Yeah.
Their
I
problems.
screenshot it and send it to everybody I know when I
Y'all
see
see
it.
this?
All in the group
So,
chat. Yes.
so that's why I'm private as a person. Like I'm not trying to hide you, but I want my situationship. I need my money, I need my person, and I need my stuff private. Now, but my friends and stuff will know about what I got going on if I explain it to them or whatever the case may be. But like the outside world, you only see what I'm about to show you.
And a private man is like that's how Dante is. He's not a very social media type. He'll get on there and say, I'll be 9 months pregnant. He'll say, I got a baby on the way or something like that. Like, it's not like every time we go to the doctor, he taking a picture. Like, I feel like that's a woman thing. You know, like a woman is very like out about
just
things
like,
like that.
oh,
But for
alright,
a
cool.
man to be like it's kind of like messy to me. You know, like that's
Why
like a
you
messy
messy?
man. Why are you so on social media every 5 seconds posting every damn
Who are
thing?
you worried about?
That's a bad sign to me
Who you
for a man to
report?
be like
Why
that.
is reporting?
Yes, you in the club every 5 seconds. Everybody know what's going on because you posting it. Like, you're
Why
a
do we know
man.
your location?
Why do we know? Why do we know that? Why
We
do
know
we,
exactly
like,
where you at.
Yes.
I was there yesterday.
Like, it's
Why are you wearing the same outfit?
bro.
I know what you mean because my man is a Libra too. And
Yeah.
he is very private. Even though on social media it look like he posts a lot, but it be like nonsense. you
Yeah.
know? Or he'll post a picture, but it been from 3 days ago. you
Yeah.
know? So,
You post
but-
because I'm guilty of that. I will
Yeah.
post a lot, but I will post what I want
You
to
do not post
Yeah.
a lot. You do not post a lot. You
I
do
know.
not post a lot.
I know
on
I
Facebook.
post.
I know what she's saying, and I know what you because
Yeah.
you post you know what I'm saying, like your accomplishments, things like that.
But you don't ever post what's going on.
Your business.
Right.
Yeah.
If you
No,
work
I mean,
Oh, that kind
it
of
seems
post.
like
Oh,
you
no.
post
Like
a
you
lot,
out
but
here-
it's not.
like you on live all the
Yeah.
time, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You laughing
Damn,
at
this bitch
memes
was
and
just over
shit.
here, dog. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
it's me
that's like
laughing at memes and
And a
sharing
lot of memories. You do a lot
a lot of
memories.
because that's why I take
Talk
a lot of pictures. Yeah, that too. Emphasis on that. But that's what I take the pictures for in the videos, because going through shit in life, you realize eventually all you're going to have is memories. So, yeah, I'm going to record I might not post it right then, but I'm going to record it and save it, and then a year later down the road, if I still fuck with you, I'm going to post it.
And I love that about you.
So I can laugh at it.
Because he do be sending me Snapchats. It'd be like every other morning, he'll send me a Snapchat from 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, Lord, we did do
And
that.
it's shit you forgot about.
It's like you cleaning the refrigerator, and I was like, hey, maid.
Get your maid outfit on.
But that is like a man thing. You know, you don't see, like, I just am not, I feel like I'm very old school when it comes to certain shit. A man doing all that extra shit is not, that shit is, no.
Because we ain't grow up on this shit. That's
We
really what
did
it
it.
is.
No,
And for a man to be all sassy like that on the fucking,
never been around
on the
that
social
road.
media, what the fuck is going on? Like,
You
I
don't
don't
have
have,
social media going on.
Cause you got
had my
guys
face.
that
That's
will
one
get
thing.
on IG and literally sit here and just do subliminal messages
Oh my
instead
God,
of just
I know one.
just
I do too.
instead of
see, y'all probably know the same one.
instead of actually like just let me go solve this problem with this person. No,
And that's
no.
a woman thing, to get on there and post subliminal stuff about the person that you just seen 5 minutes ago.
Why you always
That's a
saying that
woman
on the
thing.
stove?
Ooh, I hate
Yes,
that.
I hate
Especially
that
when
too.
you got each other numbers. What
Especially when you live in Leesville and everything 15 minutes down the street.
Everything down the street.
Everything down
Not
the
everything 15, more like 5.
I was gonna say 15. You can be.
So it's a meetup place.
Like I will
time.
never go on social media. I might post a relatable post to whatever the situation is because I want you to see it. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna ever get on there and blast you and tag you in the post and type out exactly what's going on in the
Right,
situation.
so
'Cause
everybody
that's
can know.
between us. But I'm posting this shit because I want you to see it and get mad just like I'm mad.
Yeah.
Don't nobody else know what's going on.
Right.
But y'all know what's worse than that?
And if you
when
took it so hard, it's you.
when somebody sits here and try to put your business out, but they don't tell the full story. They just make you seem like you're the bad guy. It's like, oh, okay.
I know.
What did you do to me to make me act this way?
I know exactly what you're trying to say. It's your side, my side, and the truth.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna tell my side because when I get that ass, I'm gonna get that ass.
Putting all that business out there mean y'all got too many hoes, too many friends. Me, can't nobody put my business out there.
Come on, man.
I ain't got no friends. I don't play that shit.
I likes that.
I
Because I don't play that shit either.
Like,
I don't play that shit.
That's just like if y'all have an
Y'all better
issue,
know
you
it.
know, y'all gonna sit here and solve it. It's
Won't
not
nobody
about
know y'all ever
her
had
going to
an
somebody,
Yeah.
man, he tripping, he doing all this, that, and the third, yada, yada, but she could have started the problem.
For real, we could have been arguing before we got here. Y'all would have never knew.
But honestly, we didn't got to a point where it's not we don't be arguing. Like, it's nothing to argue about. Like, unless I say, why the fuck you ain't take out the trash? You passed the trash 15 goddamn times today, and you ain't take this damn trash out. Like, that's the most household shit, you know? Like, but arguing about outside shit, never. We do
But you
not
know
do
what?
shit like that.
That's still healthy though, because I don't believe nobody tell me they've been in a relationship for X amount of years and y'all ain't talking like that at some point. Because if I feel like you rainbows and sunshine all day, I ain't gonna trust you.
Something's
It
fake.
ain't real.
Yeah.
Something's
Something
fake.
real.
Y'all put on a facade for
Yeah.
each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't real.
We had an
We
era,
had like
baby.
3 years where
We had an era.
we ain't
And
even
that,
sleep in the
but
same room.
if you've been, if you've
It
been
be
around
like
a person
that.
long enough,
It's gonna happen,
That's
but
just how- yeah.
but see how y'all adapt to come back.
But that was
together.
that was when we first moved in together. We was trying to figure
Each other out.
Yeah, cause y'all, not everybody's gonna get it
Yeah.
right the first time. It's
And with
just
me
about
being a
figuring
mama
it out.
already and him like trying to transition into being a dad and change how he was living because I'm a very strict type of mama. I don't do
Strict
certain
type of
shit in front of my kids. I don't allow certain shit in front of my kids. I don't like a lot of people in my house. I'm very, like how my mama was. My mama wasn't like that, Curtis. You know that. Curtis could come to the house. Tish could come to the house. All them extra ass people, they're not coming to the house.
Should've not
It ain't
got in
no
trouble for
because why they in
cussing.
here?
cussing Curtis.
That's what my
He still calling that. He still calling
Curtis.
that.
That's been her mama nickname for me since I was like 9.
Cussing,
Cussing
yes.
Curtis. And I'll see her in public and be like,
What you-
hey, cussing Tina.
Yeah.
What did you say?
He was bad as
I was
fuck.
cussing about
Curtis
somebody.
always been bad. Curtis wouldn't let certain people walk on our street. Curtis was a fucking bully. Curtis was bad.
now.
Curtis was bad. And my mama loved his ass.
That's probably why.
For my
I'm
ass.
delivered.
I haven't had a fight in a year.
That's the whole
year. How old are you,
Bad kids
Curtis?
was on one
How long
street.
have you been
30.
All the bad kids was on one street. That's my good ass.
I was around the corner.
You used to try to walk and get your ass. You want to be in the house.
I want to be in the house.
Jalisa was bad as fuck. She was in lunch detention with me.
That was
She
just
was slick
school.
though. She
That
was slick though.
He trying
She
to
used
drag
to be
you on
in
the
the
boat.
house.
She was bad as fuck too. She was
Outside the house, my girl was not finna whoop my ass.
She was just.
And my daddy not finna come back down here
She
and
was
whoop
just
my
more
ass.
discreet than I was with me getting in trouble. 'Cause
I used to
I
whisper
didn't
the
give
shit.
a fuck. She would whisper the shit, and we just like we do now. We'll be in here dying laughing, but
He get in trouble and then he blame me.
I'd be like, "What she said."
Curtis' ass was bad in front of anybody.
Yeah, look at him like you bitch.
And a bad influence. You get around Curtis, man, bro.
To this day, that one video where something happened, and all you hear in it is Jalisa, Curtis, no.
He was fighting.
Yes.
I know Curtis. You don't have to. I know what he
He
was
just said,
doing.
Jalisa, hold my shit. He over there fighting. I'm
Like,
on the video.
damn.
No.
Why is it like? Why we always gotta resort to that? Like,
At this point, I
We
don't
don't
even
now.
feel no
You
ways.
should
I
hear
be
my
like, Curtis,
perspective on that. Cause
why?
I be off a little La La Land.
His perspective is he ain't in sight.
I ain't. Cause I'm sitting here next thing you know, I'm playing beer pong. Then the whole crowd go from one direction to the next direction. You see everybody swinging. I was like,
He said,
And
that
Daniel's
ain't my
still over there
crew.
playing beer pong.
it's still playing.
yeah. I was like, I'm sitting there looking. I
That's not my
said,
crew.
oh, that's not my people.
And it was.
He was. And we all like, where is Daniel?
We was in costumes though.
They had they had whole
Me
full
and my-
swag in
me
the
and my-
circle.
me and my cats.
Basically
Swag in the
swag
circle.
surfing
Why I'm
because
telling
the floor
you.
wet. He even threw his drink on the floor. We in that bitch slipping and sliding. Yes.
You can't take Curtis nowhere.
No. He want to fight security. He want to fight people.
We cannot.
Oh my God. I feel like I should go to Surviving Curtis.
Yes.
We
I think we all do.
I have PTSD.
Don't do me.
He been getting me in trouble since I was like 9.
And Curtis used to feel like when we was young, if Curtis fought the brother, I have to get the sister. Like, if they walked on the street and he fought the brother, I have to get the sister. He's like, Daisha, you ready? And vice versa. Come on.
Anybody older than me, Dasijah and Janae, please
Yes.
look at them.
On the bus. We getting on the bus. Jalisa, why you sitting in the front of the bus?
Cause this bitch
It's a bitch in the back want to fight me. No, bitch, get up. We're about to go fight this bitch. The fuck she want to fight? We're about to go kick this bitch ass. Why are you sitting in the front of the
running
bus?
from the conflict. I'm ready
Yeah,
to
I'm running into it. I want to see what it's about. Let's see what's going
Y'all
on.
not gonna give me a whooping.
We get kicked off the bus. My mama mad as hell. She got to take me to school. I'm sorry, Tina. You got to come. You got to take me.
I remember I got into it with somebody one day, and Curtis was like, "Well, if you gonna fight, I gotta find somebody."
It's only one person.
What?
Like this. Yes.
I said, well, who did she come with?
I've never seen this side
to
of
fight him.
him. Never.
That's you went to school with us.
I've always seen the nice side of Curtis.
How?
Curtis
Curtis used to beat his friend's ass. How the fuck did you?
I've never seen him get into with
He
anybody.
was
Freshman.
gone.
Are you serious?
He was gone.
I'm
Never.
Every time I've been around Curtis,
He
it's always
older
been
than us.
something good.
He was,
And John has always been the light of the situation. He
John
don't
was there
everybody be
after the moment.
friends.
Speak
Yeah.
the truth, John.
The only time you saw John,
lying on me.
the only time you saw John was when it was time to go home.
Time to go home. Everybody, group hug, you guys. Let's all group hug.
Y'all want Taco Bell?
Yeah, like John,
No,
get the
but
fuck.
I
We
didn't-
just
I
fought a
didn't
whole
really-
clique of people.
I was bad my whole life. I didn't really get bad until high school. That's when they was really trying me. And I was
When
like,
did we get kicked out of golf? Because we wasn't in high school.
5th grade.
I
Golf.
swear to God,
A
we
golf
was all in
camp.
golf camp together.
Y'all went to, there's a golf camp?
Back then,
Back then it was a golf camp.
John, I'm just as shocked.
We was out there dark as hell. We was out there dark as hell.
Where you be when the stuff go down? Where you be?
I have my own adventures now.
Me and Deja went to this golf camp together when we was kids.
In Leesville.
Deja?
For the summer, we
My
had
mama sent me.
our mamas and
It was a
daddies
summer
didn't
program.
play. We had to do something for the summer
Summer
program.
programs.
Boys gonna be at
Tiger
home.
Woods just came out, right?
We must have y'all did that from the center. We had to like sign up.
We
through the
couldn't.
center.
I don't know what
know.
happened.
I want to know
How was it in
made your
Vegas?
I think
mom
we got
sign
kicked
you
out.
I
up.
went there.
I think we got kicked out on center.
We went there. I'm surprised. Did we fight at Vacation Bible?
I'm dead.
Oh, what?
I fought at youth encampment.
I think we got.
Encampment.
I think we got kicked out of the center because somebody
Encampment.
fought and we had to go off the church.
I'm telling you, we got. I thought we got kicked out of Vacation Bible School.
Probably, fuck, I don't know.
I think it's because I fought what's his name.
No matter
And,
what state I've
we had
been
to
at,
go.
this is the
He
type
was
of
trying to
good thing
come
I can talk
and
about
I
with
fought
Daisy.
him.
I said, boy, I got this homegirl that poppy. Whoop your ass.
I don't fight no more.
Yes, you do.
Tell the truth.
The last fight I had.
Was that Whataburger?
With Ocean.
Not that long ago.
Yeah, that was about 8 months ago.
Probably about 2 months before we got
What
back.
did you do?
When you and Ocean.
He don't do nothing. He stands
You watched
back
it,
and
right?
just be watching
I
me.
been
Like,
watching
Ocean was
for the
beating that
police.
girl
When the
up.
police come on, babe, time to go.
And came over here after.
And he come telling
that,
me.
that was during homecoming.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said she.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the couch, half asleep. I hear Ocean outside through the damn wall. Curtis, I just beat this bitch up. I was, oh my
You
god.
get excited?
Then he come calling
Oh,
me.
you be like,
talking
oh,
yeah, your
where's
cousin
she?
Deja.
It's
It's
wrong
wrong
with
with
him. The first time me and Dante like really like okay, we was getting serious or whatever, and I was supposed to move to Kansas City, and you know I had to get my get back before I left Louisiana. So we was driving by Circle K, and I seen the girl I've been wanting at Circle K. I said, babe, pull over to Circle K real quick.
Did
He
you know?
seen the car.
You knew. Okay.
He seen the
called her
car.
for me.
He said, I fought her because she stole some money from him, right?
Oh.
But she had did some stuff to me too, so
Yeah, no.
she was itching for it. We pulled up to Circle K and she was coming out with so much stuff in her hand, and she was like, Dasijah, please not today. I'm going to a funeral. Please
Oh,
not
yeah, for
today.
you.
I got 2 days
So you
in
going to your
Louisiana.
funeral.
I'm on that ass. Toe that ass up. Deontay stands there and just stares at me, and then when he feel like the police coming, he be like, "Come on, babe, we got to go, we got to go," and he just grabbed me and put me in the car.
So did you see red? Or did he clear it up for you, or what's up?
Do I see red?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been fighting so long, it's
It's
just
numb
normal.
to you. It's numb to you. That's why I was like, yeah, with Deja fighting.
So basically, don't be a target for her.
No, it says don't make
I
Deja mad.
If you don't let her fight, she gonna be madder than if she
Oh,
fought.
and I'm going to fight them, and now I'm on your ass.
We know
too.
that part.
Right.
Because I've been told you I was coming to get this bitch.
Why you
acting funny?
Why you don't?
Why you acting funny? Why you acting like I didn't
Because
tell you this?
always felt like if you try to hold her back, she just gonna fight you.
Yes, everybody know me. No, just let her get her shit off, and then just.
Do I see red?
No, he don't see red.
Oh,
So-
no, hold on. Because the first Curtis experience that I had never had, it was hard.
After
hard.
Legion?
And I'm
Yes.
still going. That's the one person I'm still going to fight.
Yes, that was the truth.
Whisper it to me.
We'll do it off camera. We'll do it off
Yeah,
camera.
I'll let you know. But no, like he really did do some disrespectful ass shit, and I
It was
understand.
Daniel.
I mean, I was like, oh Lord, I'm trying to break
We
this.
all up and down the street.
But Curtis is the type that you gotta let him get his issue off too, because he
You
gonna
do.
keep doing that shit.
Ain't no
Yeah.
point even trying to grab him. Again.
Yeah, but once
But no, the
once
only
you've
reason-
activated me,
Man.
I will. So I'll try to avoid it for a little bit.
No, he
But in the beginning, but once you keep egging me on and activate me, yeah.
What you? Curtis is lying. Curtis will instantly
Well,
see that
maybe
person and on their
now.
ass.
Thank you. He really
On
did.
their ass.
'Cause
used to
the
be
first
like
thing
that.
you
He
said
used
when
to
we
be
got
like
there that night, he said, "Oh, this person here," and he done told the whole crew what it was. He let us all know before.
But we already know who that person is.
Yeah.
And we know why.
So-
With Curtis, with anybody else, he not going.
And the only reason why I try to
Not
get
no
him,
more. He used to be like
the
that.
person I beat down in Pegasus, did I start that?
No,
But was it preventable? Was it to where
No,
Curtis could
He
have
was.
it wasn't
he was sitting
preventable
right
because
here.
he was saying some low key slick ass shit, and Curtis wasn't fucking with it. And I understand because basically what it was is we were in a club and we were sitting at a table with a group of folk, and then there was this dude who was on vacation in from up north, and he said,
good vacation.
He came to Louisiana,
remember
he went to Pegasus for his vacation for whatever reason. Then he was in there at the table throwing up a bunch of lies, talking about he had like 32 shots and he had finished off 3 cases of beer and all this other shit before he got here. And he was like, oh, I'm a X, Y, and Z. I ain't gonna say it actually.
Yeah, thank you.
So then we went to the bathroom, and you know what I'm saying, like there's I guess like a thing with when it comes to like just bathroom etiquette for men. If you see a stall and there's 3 stalls, what you gonna do? You gonna do 1 stall and you gonna skip a stall and you gonna, you know what I'm saying, piss in another stall. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right next to you.
No. So the whole conversation was about that. Curtis said, I don't give a fuck, I'm about to piss right
So they had him and the person that went to the bathroom that came out the bathroom, they were talking about the conversation. So me and the stranger, we're sitting at the table and they come up with the conversation. So I said out my mouth, I said, yes, I agree with that. I'm not going to blatantly just go in the damn bathroom and go to the next urinal right next to the other person. Common sense would tell me to skip one. Mm-hmm. So, but then he had said something, and then I said, but either way, I'm going to piss where the fuck I want to piss at regardless. I don't give a fuck if you standing next to me or not. As long as I'm not looking over it, it shouldn't be a problem.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I get the bathroom etiquette part. So then he had started saying...
He just kept making it a point about it being an issue, and he was like, well, you were the one defending the... And I was like... He just kept doing it.
Y'all fought over bathroom etiquette?
Yes.
We fought over his words.
Curtis just made a statement and he just kept fucking egging the issue.
Because I didn't know him. So I told him, he kept talking. I said, bitch, shut up. And I went back to talking to my friends. And then he kept talking.
You told him he was irrelevant.
Oh, I said, you're not even relevant to the conversation. Shut up.
Yeah.
And then I went back to talking
he really
to
wasn't.
them, and he just kept chiming in. So they didn't, we hadn't been around each other that long at that point. So he kept saying shit, and I know my own cues. I scooted my chair back. He's sitting right next to me. I scooted my chair back, and I had a vape. I hit the vape. In my head, I'm like, I know my friend's picking up on this. That means he got one more time to say something to me. I done scooted the chair back. I done hit this vape. I'm activated. So
this is how this shit went from my point of perspective. Because mind you, this dude wasn't even part of the conversations like that this whole time. Like
he was extra.
He said what he had said about the whole drinking stuff, and then he was kind of just whatever. He was trying to hit on something else. And then when he was saying all that extra shit about when it was really just us having this conversation, and he wanted to chime in. So yeah, push come to shove, Curtis was doing his little body language. He did just like this. This dude was just sitting right where Willis at. He said, and then he kept talking, and Curtis said, walked his ass down to the floor. Bro, fetal position, next thing you know, you got security and shit coming. They grabbing on him. Curtis said,
and Daniel's probably sitting there looking shocked.
No, he actually got up.
I got up. I was trying to there was not much. There wasn't I could do. I'm talking about this dude was on the floor. Curtis is sitting there walking his ass down. The security trying to grab him. Curtis is fighting security and shit. And then when they finally let him go, and I forgot what you said. You said something along the lines.
Don't fucking touch me like that.
Yeah, he said no. You said something along the lines. It's best that you just don't touch me like that. Like
y'all be like, grab Curtis.
You ever try to grab him? Nah, bro, you ain't doing that shit.
I'm not grabbing shit. Curtis definitely. I'm gonna have the car at the door.
Shit. That's why
Curtis was like, no, stop, Curtis.
He doing this. Me and Curtis about to fight. I done hit him. Get in the car, punching him. You want to fight? Well, what's up?
That's how you know that.
Curtis is that type. Like Curtis used to fight when we was younger, and it'll be time to stop. Curtis,
he push your ass away.
Stop. Like, that
was the Legion. I'm telling you, when I was asking you about the red, I'm red. It was red.
Yeah, I see red, and I only see the person that I'm trying to get at.
I'm sitting holding this man. It was a chain link fence.
Everybody else disappeared.
He done pushed me out the way. I don't give a fuck no more.
But I feel like if I really wanted you, then I don't see red. But if I didn't want to do this, and now you pushed me to this point, that don't happen a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of people, not trying to act like I'm the biggest and baddest, but a lot of people know I'm hot-tempered and that I will fight you. So a lot of people just don't even take it there in person with me. So when a person does, it takes you by shock. It be like,
you really pissed me
off. Bitch, you playing with me?
Yeah.
Like that?
I'm still shocked. I'm the only one who haven't seen this side of Curtis.
That's good.
I ain't seen it.
Well,
That's good.
I always see the nice side of Curtis. I haven't seen any of this.
But since he's grown up, like Curtis is not. Yeah, he ain't
quick to anger.
Yeah.
Even in high school, I've never seen him do anything
That's
crazy.
too quick. Curtis was too quick with that one.
I'm not that quick to anger now. What I will say, when you start getting me riled up, or I can feel myself getting riled up, then I'll start to rile you up. So
Yeah,
you
he is that type of person.
So
That's
you
the thing.
be
I've
one.
never seen that.
He is that type of person. He do poke. That's why I say Curtis will walk by. Like if you pissed him off or you did something that you don't even know pissed him off. Now he finna fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now he finna walk by you and be like, this bitch ass motherfucker.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or
They
something
gonna
like
keep
that.
walking.
And then and then he gonna turn around and look at you and start laughing like, Curtis,
Leave me alone.
Curtis, stop fucking with
Hey,
them.
but
Like,
you know what? Sometimes they
He in the
deserve
club
it.
dancing towards something.
yeah. Pointing at him.
Sometimes they deserve that kind of ordeal.
Okay, so they have painted me to be this aggressive ass person.
Okay, he's not aggressive. It's just when you piss him off.
Yes.
You should have
You
let
know,
him.
honestly,
You should have let
honestly,
him.
He gonna finish.
And most of the time, they do be justified because it really don't even be
Yeah,
you.
you do not go out looking
besides,
for shit.
Besides that very first incident you were just talking about, all the fights that I've had in my adult life have been justified.
I don't know, that one was
I
very
feel like that
justified.
too.
That one dude who
Well, no,
what's
because
her name?
he didn't.
Oh, yeah, and he hit her instead of...
After I started that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you out
I
there
started
trying to
that
hit
one.
on women, bro, and you a bitch for that one, so you deserve what you got hit.
I came flying with my cape and everything on.
Yeah.
I like
So
you,
if
Curtis.
y'all seen a man outside beating his woman up, y'all would jump in it?
Oh yes.
Hold on. Hold on, there's some
Fuck that.
Hold on. Some things just ain't your business. But I'm just saying, like, she was...
That's Dante.
Hey, oh,
that
God.
that bitch can be at home. Fuck her.
They
Get her ass fucked outside. I don't even
She gonna be right back
Nah,
there.
I'm gonna fight
Yeah.
with this nigga and she gonna get in the car with this nigga and go home.
Great.
They gonna be okay.
He gonna beat her ass, and then they
It
pull
does
up, she be
depend
like,
on the
don't touch him.
situation.
Yeah.
Don't
I
touch
will
him.
jump in for the people I care about, but now if it's a random person, that don't got shit to do with me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll say
That's
that.
what I.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying
I'll
to say.
that.
She was part of the group, so it was very justified because this dude felt like because you doing too much and you sitting there trying to hit on somebody they ain't trying to even fuck with you. Now you mad at a whole female because they trying to defend her. So yeah, he came and
Now
she,
she-
So if
Now-
I was getting my ass, what would y'all do?
Well, I
Are
care
you
about
dating
you,
this
so you already know.
You know what the
Are you
answer to that
dating this
is.
person?
Not a man.
Nope.
not a
It's
man.
not a. It's a woman. That's no man.
It don't matter.
It's a woman. I ain't jumping
She's
in that.
strong.
I'll break
She
it up.
real strong.
I'll break it up.
You ain't dating no strong
I
guy.
will say
Shoot.
this.
You
right
you
now.
gotta fight back.
I've said this before.
I can hear
Not
him
even
yelling
white.
that too.
Real strong is not your type.
If a
We know
woman
that, too.
ever swung on me, I'm hitting your ass.
You qualify though.
Why?
Why? He do not qualify.
He qualified.
Why?
He's basically okay. So
You was gonna be in there like this. That's
he's
why.
saying this, and I'm saying this. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's saying this because I am a flaming homosexual.
That don't mean shit. Y'all fight harder than some
Y'all do.
Y'all
straight
do.
men.
And so what I'm saying is,
Correct that.
When the
no.
hands come,
Who?
Like this, what I'm talking about.
Show him with the show.
Yeah,
But y'all
he be like, he ain't going.
Y'all-
Fuck. He ain't going. Hold up. He said, I am flaming. So that don't mean shit. I done seen some tear motherfuckers' asses up because you think they somebody to play with, and they
Okay.
told that
That's
ass
the
up.
thing.
Where the wig
And what
go?
it is?
Yes.
The,
And then they took the bitch after.
I'm just
Bitch.
saying. Now, my mama taught me this. She told me, she goes, if a woman ever hits you, her dick's just as big as yours. Swing on her. And
What do the other men feel about that?
well, I don't justify hitting women, but yeah, if she puts herself in a position to hit on you, now there really is a bunch of different gray lines.
So she hit you once.
No, it depends. If it's your girl and she mad at you and she
No, this a
No,
random
no,
bitch.
random
It's a random
stranger.
bitch.
It's a random
No,
bitch.
then that's a fucking red flag. Why the fuck are you hitting on men to begin with?
She just come up and just
Y'all talking about equality and all this other shit, and you equally.
So she hit you.
Deontay is gonna beat that bitch
up. It depends. If she
yes, he is.
If she never hit no females in
A
my
random
life.
bitch.
If she hit me in my chest or something like that, where it's like I can
punch the female in my life.
What if she hit you in your face?
if she hit me in my chest, it's whatever. I can
I've
take
never
that.
punched my sister in my life.
So
But
if a
if she hit
bitch
me in
walk
my
up to
face,
you,
it's a wrap, bro. You know.
Once if she hit you in your face.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck you hit me in
Yes.
my face.
I'm teaching my son, if a bitch walk up to you and punch you and this ain't
Yes,
your girl,
baby.
Now,
you
let me
better
tell
lay this bitch. If Delasia and Kylie ain't there and Delilah not there, knock this bitch off her feet.
Y'all
Fuck
know-
you mean?
And now,
feet up.
like I said, if she hit me on my shoulder or hit me in my chest or whatever, and it's like whatever. But if you get to hit my face,
Don't say
that's saying
names
a whole
up
other
Yeah,
thing.
can't say
because-
names.
Why?
Can't say names.
I know
Because
who
they
that
say
person
don't say
is.
names.
Anyway,
Anyway,
she hit me with a remote in the top of my head.
Like she threw it at you?
No, like jumped up and wrapped me with
Oh,
it.
she
like left
threw
and right.
it?
No, she hit held on to it and
Oh.
hit
Oh, that was
me
on
with it.
purpose.
She put full force.
Yeah, that's
into it.
physical damage. It's rap on that one.
I still didn't punch her.
But what you do? Pick her up, slam her on her head, drag her across
But
the
you
floor.
know what? That's the difference, though. You felt like you didn't want to hit her, so you didn't have to. But personally, that's justifiable if you did.
Yeah.
but you got yours back, right?
But yeah, but
Okay,
I'll
all
get
right.
me, but I'll never physically punch a woman. Like,
Yeah, I
never.
can feel that.
I
I
tell
can't
pick
say
that
that.
bitch up by her
Yeah,
neck
I'll
and
grab
slam that
you,
hoe on the
I'll-
ground.
I'll
Fuck
slam you, I'll do
knock the
something,
breath
but-
out that bitch.
I would.
I
feel
don't
that
know.
all in here.
I just can't punch you. I
No,
can't.
I'll
my grandma
just-
say once you swing at a man, it's equal.
It's equal.
Naturally,
It is.
Naturally, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
shove. I'm not gonna
just
try to
put her
hit
through
her.
a
I'm
wall.
gonna shove her out the way. Now if she come back and try to continue, oh, it's up.
And see, I've never been into like a relationship where you fight. You have to fight a man, but I feel like that's because I'm not about to punch you in your shit in your face. Like, this way. Have I punched you in your face? I haven't. I will not just. We arguing and I just be like, man, fuck what you talking about. And just punch you in your shit.
Right.
Like what?
But she lying. She will.
Have I did it to you?
No, but I ain't never give you a reason to.
It
But you will.
looked like you wanted to say not yet.
That's just to keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
It's not. I will though. I won't. I will not punch you dead in your mouth while we arguing or while we. He keep looking at me like I'm very.
Cause you feel like she might do that one day.
This is why people, because when we used to get in heated arguments and I would walk up on him, he'll be backing up like he think I'm finna hit him, and I'll be like, wow, what the fuck is going on?
Why you
Like,
back it up?
Just tell the
So
truth.
how to back up?
Right,
Tell the
no.
truth.
Tell the truth
no.
on Triple P&J. Let them know.
I didn't know how to back up look like. It's like a.
No, it ain't like that. It's not like that. It's like a.
A tiptoe back.
Like why you walking up on me?
So lean back. Like
like he's stepping back. Like,
No.
he like, let me get my arm reach. Like, let's stay out of arm reach of each other.
Right.
I think I talk so aggressively that people do
No,
feel like
she do crazy shit. They talk so aggressively. It ain't nothing.
he's
that-
lying, bro. Like,
Bro, I used to play the game. Just stay at home, go to work, play the game.
I didn't hit
One
you.
morning she woke up,
Didn't she break it?
punched the TV, broke the TV.
And she hit the TV.
Because it was
Like, she ain't hit me.
7:30 in the
Wait,
morning. I was
wait.
playing the game, so she broke
All
the TV.
night.
Why are you playing the game at 7:30 in the morning?
Because he never got off that night. He
I'm
never
off
got off from the night before.
So you've
off.
been playing the game since you got off work.
I was
since
at home.
7:30?
That's his
It
downtime.
be like that.
That's too much
I can easily be on the
downtime.
game
She
for.
worked overnight, so why did it matter? She was gone from
Because you
10
finna
to
go to
7.
sleep at 7:30 and she finna be up.
With the kid. This is
Kids
when we
at
was
school.
transitioning into. Let me tell you something.
So you
First of
didn't
all,
get off when she came
Wait.
home.
No.
No, for what?
Wait.
You going to
Just
bed?
for you to go to sleep because she came home.
She was going to bed. She was coming home.
Time out.
I was
gotta
good. I was
go.
still playing.
But that don't mean she was
did
really
she
going to
really
sleep.
like put full force into that punch of that?
The TV broke. It wasn't no
She
using it
broke
no
the
more.
TV.
Broke the TV.
She's
It
strong
wasn't
too,
even
while
my
y'all talking.
TV.
I know she. Everybody know that. Everybody.
I broke the TV because why are you?
It's your turn.
Listen,
Right.
this man, his friend brought the TV over there. It was like specifically for him to play the game, for them to be on the game all fucking year on this TV.
A year.
So it was like me watching TV on this TV, and he felt like he never had to get off this other one because I could still watch
Was it
TV.
TV or Game of Mom?
And so I kept
TV.
telling him
Regular
every
TV.
day, like, bro, You're doing too much on that damn game. Like, get off the game at some
Y'all be
point.
on there yelling and shit.
Shout out to Swapland Entertainment.
Literally, I'm like, bro, this is too much. So I got up.
You can't text what you
I didn't mean to hit the TV that
No,
hard.
you
I meant
gotta
to be like,
play. Yeah.
this dumbass TV, yeah. And it was like,
She ain't do
I've
none
done
of
that.
She ain't do none of that shit. She full force cock back.
I'm glad you're not a gamer though.
when I pushed that TV off, I said, oh my God. Bro,
That's how you know.
bro.
That's how you know.
Hey.
One time we was
I'm glad
arguing.
she's
It
not a
wasn't
gamer.
intentional.
No.
Okay.
One time we was arguing and I was down the hallway, y'all, and he slammed the door. Like this shit is triggers for me. He slammed the door.
She ran back there.
I ran back and I pushed the door. That bitch came off the hinges.
Don't be slamming the motherfucking
I said,
doors.
oh, we told them people apartment.
You know how you don't be realizing how strong you are?
No. Like when I had got into it with somebody and I pushed them and they
You don't
flew
slam
like
doors in a black household.
My thing is, no,
It don't matter.
I'm
I'm
Deja's already
Okay.
strong.
When I'm mad.
I've never seen anybody that be like, yeah, I want to fight Deja.
Oh, bitches say that.
Where?
Here, they be crazy.
They say that.
There's a
bro.
difference between
You ain't heard
crazy
one
and
bitch
slow.
say
They
that.
want
I
to.
swear to
You ain't heard one bitch say that. Stop. Bitches be talking shit about Deja,
They
but when
don't know.
Deja come around, they don't say nothing.
They
I
be,
don't know.
hey Deja.
Hey, Deja.
I see that hair you did.
Come on now. You've made people say
That's
they're
now.
sweat.
Before,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't do that. I like growing
Daniel,
up.
how?
Growing up, like I always liked you as a person. Like you were always so nice. But
Shit.
I already knew it. To me,
I was
but
nice
I'm just saying
to
she
Daniel.
was nice.
Deja was
I just
really
knew-
nice.
I just knew
No,
it was like
seriously.
Deja just wasn't the person that you just wanted to fuck with. Like for why?
I was nice.
I always wanted to pay Deja
Why
to
you
beat
fucking
I feel the
to
same
beat
way.
females up.
I always wanted to fuck with her.
Curtis, she was never
Get the
nice.
fuck out of here.
We used to talk shit about people. Please don't.
Curtis was never nice.
Never.
Oh wow.
Curtis used to be like, we'll walk up,
Curtis, why
motherfuckers
you
is
don't
get
like
talking.
that.
I don't fuck with that
Because they
bitch.
lying.
Who the fuck is that?
Why, Daisha, why you over here talking to this motherfucker?
You know I don't like that
them.
motherfucker.
Okay, Curtis, I
Curtis,
forgot.
you never said that to me before.
I forgot.
Curtis, why have you not introduced me to this side of you?
You don't want to see it.
I think you just haven't been around him long enough.
You
'Cause
really
trust me,
haven't.
When I first met Curtis, it was just through work, and then I got to experience Kurt, and I was like, oh, okay. John, when I saw him
I've been
get
dealing
down.
with this shit since I was 9.
Little.
What is
We was
it?
all on Pine Road. This motherfucker was crazy.
Mine's 4 years. I've only been dealing with him for 4 years. We will literally have conversations. He'll say a name, and I have to ask, "Oh, do we not like them?"
Yes.
And he's like,
I've literally heard you say that. I've literally heard him say
That's
that. He has to
crazy.
clarify.
Like anytime, even
Because as
with
soon
me
as you
and
start
Curtis,
fucking with that person, Curtis is gonna be like,
Exactly.
I be looking at you shady like this.
it's weird because
Your
many
little
times
friend.
I've been around Curtis. I've never
So when
heard
y'all
him
become
anything. He
cool.
don't talk bad about
So
anybody. The only
yeah, actually in front of
time,
them.
the only time
So we
that
don't
we
become
sat
friends.
here and had this conversation about anybody, just talking shit about him. That's it.
About Daniel?
That's it.
But weren't you the one that asked the question about how you know his cues? Like, like which ones Curtis?
Curtis said his cues.
The cues are like the
Well, that
Sarcasm.
that
the
cute.
That-
sarcasm,
that-
the cute. That's a big one.
That's a means you fucked up.
It's really,
like,
it's to be honest, they weren't lying. When you see my hands like
Yes,
this,
yes,
that means
yes.
that's me because I hit first. That means I'm trying to
and
control
always
myself
have.
from
And
hitting
them
you.
hands are heavy.
Curtis felt like when we lived all around the corner from each other, he felt like when I tell you certain people can walk down the street, like Curtis was that type of person. It was this dude,
What you doing over
and
here?
he had 2 sisters, and they did not live nowhere close to us.
Where your mama stay?
Curtis
Is this
used
like
to be
a-
on that. You know who I'm talking about?
Is this an urban myth or something?
What's his
No.
The
name?
mixed people.
It's definitely not an urban myth.
I'm
It's
just,
urban.
What side he
It's
really
urban.
like
that.
that?
I'm just saying, John. I did not know them. I didn't know them,
I
but I
still
know
don't.
what everything they're
you
saying
remember
is facts.
What side did what's his name stay on?
That person I just.
Denzel.
Oh my God!
Damn, that fight was on YouTube too. I forgot about that.
You ever heard him say, listen,
Only to Daniel. Only to Daniel.
But we have not fought.
Not real.
We have
Not
They
real
act like they playing. They be hitting each other hard as shit in the chest talking about they playing.
They do. Like,
But
I'm
You
seeing
never
y'all
saw
throwing
that
each other
from any of
around.
them? You never saw that side of any of them?
I ain't gonna lie, I can get a little aggressive. It just
I've definitely seen that side from him. Not because of me.
I've never seen you.
I've
Yeah,
never
right.
seen Daniel
The ones
mad.
you would
Y'all
never
don't.
expect.
That's why.
It's not
real
natural for me.
bad.
Yeah.
It just don't come off right.
I
But it
have.
just when
Really?
I get ugly, I get ugly.
I've
I
seen
done
you
seen
mad.
Daniel throw a cup.
He been in the
And
club
his
throwing
fist was
cups
right
at people
behind.
with ice.
Oh wait! Stop!
I've never seen Daniel.
But I was
get
there
like
for that one too.
Yeah,
I'm talking
And
about
He
kids.
right there.
Yeah.
He right there.
I
Egging
was-
him
I
on.
was-
You was
And
ready to
then
get
I
active
was
with me.
Nice
Damn, Curtis was.
Daniel can get very petty.
It was
Just
individual.
don't get to
But
that.
he an
stuff.
Aries. I feel.
It was
But it's
But
it's
you know me
very
growing up, I was very
weird.
I'm very quiet, I'm shy, like I'm chill.
To
but I-
himself, you gotta speak to Daniel if you want him to talk to you, like at school.
Yeah.
I personally blame Curtis.
But he's a bad
Hold on. Hold on.
How?
So
Are
the
you
reason why she
serious?
blamed me is because I'm that ride or die friend. So
And he is.
He is.
he
That's just like saying-
there was an issue going around with that person, that individual that we was throwing shit at, and we was on the stage. We was on the stage at that club that we be going to, and we saw the individual
With
and,
somebody else.
and we
And-
started throwing ice at them. We started throwing ice. So then
Ice just got
Daniel
more.
said,
So at this point,
Daniel
fuck the
said-
other individual. They over here trying to beef with that.
yeah.
That
So
nigga.
Daniel was like, I really should just throw this damn cup. I said, throw it. I'm on with
I'm,
it.
I'm following you up.
But I told him to do that to a bitch.
You
The bitch
did.
was in there
You
arguing.
told me to do that to a girl though.
Yes, and I said, throw the cup and I'm gonna hit her ass. I'm not
I
gonna throw
remember
it.
that.
Jalisa, you be fighting girls.
If it was a
You're not allowed to fight girls.
No, this
What?
bitch had it coming. We were all just sitting there at the bar,
they a stud?
minding our own
No,
fucking
we
business.
You can't fight them.
Why not?
No, we were.
Just-
Wait, what? I thought she
I was
would.
recording
They
this.
can't.
No.
Why
I
not?
can.
She said, I can't.
I can.
Jalisa tried to make me fight one of her girlfriends before.
I had to whoop
What's
her ass.
wrong with
'Cause
that?
you whooped her ass? I whooped her ass because you wouldn't do it.
I was not doing it. Because Jalisa used to want me to whoop her ass, and then Jalisa be nice to her. the
I
next
would have
day.
won.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay. I would have paid her.
I had to whoop her
I would
ass.
have paid.
Jalisa's my cousin. Like in real life, we are cousins. So you know I would have told that bitch out the front.
But there's your
But we
not
lived
do.
across the street from each other, and
But
I
you
would
wanna
see
be
Jalisa come
friends
outside
with
carrying the
them.
bitch purse and being nice to her, and I'm like, bitch, when do you want me to beat this
Not
hoe up?
this
Like,
But you called me
Not
first.
Jalisa.
being nice to the bitch.
I would be nice to her for 10 hours and then I'd be back on
And
here.
then she'll be like,
Literally, she
Cause she be like, oh, you a friendly bitch.
12 hours earlier today, she called me a submissive bitch.
I'm dead.
He said,
Jalisa,
not you being
Look.
Jalisa was nice to that hoe.
Look.
I didn't want
And he
to.
called
You
me
can
a
call me crazy about this.
Willis
Look.
be with the shit too.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Look, but crazy thing is, I never really seen you fight before. But
But Joe, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
You did.
Damn.
did we work?
Yes, we
Okay,
did.
yeah, I do. I do.
You
I
know
do.
exactly
She
why
did.
I needed that ass whooping.
Oh, well, she needed that.
She needed
that. No, she needed that. But you was in the wrong too for being buddy with
That
her.
bitch would
giggly
be,
and
Jalisa
shit.
would be nice to that bitch. Getting that bitch hair done. Dasha, you want to do this bitch hair for me? Bitch, you just told me to whoop this hoe. Am I doing her hair or am I beating her
Just
ass?
do her
for
hair.
both?
I'm gonna take it out. Somebody.
The fuck?
But yeah, I've never really seen you fight before. I just know you have that kind of
Aura?
yeah.
I feel like you should beat her ass and then do her hair. She probably would stay still longer.
I don't think she would sit down if I don't think she would sit if I whooped her fucking ass. I actually kind of liked her.
I hated that hoe. She was in the Aries though.
Thank you. That's why I liked her.
Exactly. And I was like, I can't stand y'all for liking this hoe.
Hey, Aries,
Yeah,
you fucking with the Marys.
We do. We stick together.
Thank you.
Huh? Oh, wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, man. Y'all already know what it was. If y'all
We
sat
could go
down
on
for
for
the
hours and
entire
hours.
yeah, like I said, it was a big episode. A lot of
Yeah, 2
energy,
hours.
a lot of great energy.
2
So
hours. You gonna edit it into 54 minutes?
It's gonna be 2 hours.
Oh.
yeah, they gonna.
But
yeah.
anyway, keep going.
Yeah.
But other than that, hey, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. It's been a really special night. It's been a great night. We had a whole lot of conversation, great conversation. But again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If y'all haven't done so already, again, hit that notification bell. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. This is your first time watching us or hearing us. Thank y'all so much for being tuning in, whatever, all that other good jazz. So thank y'all so much. Let's have a good night.
Subscribe.